so much for coming out here tonight on this lovely, cold, rainy Sunday evening. I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving holiday. And if you didn't, then have a better week ahead. I don't know. I got nothing after that. My name is Brad. I am the GM for this extravaganza this evening. How many of you, don't do that, how many of you have ever played D&D before? Show of hands. Great, great. Why are you not raising your hand, son of mine? Yeah, right. How many of you have never played D&D before in your life? Raise your hand. Amazing. Wait, one.
Ooh, yes.
Great, I love it. So, real quick, just in case anybody here doesn't know what they're here for. Interesting. May have had some difficulty with that last time. Also, by law, you are required to wait approximately 18 to 25 days before you post any reviews on any social media. So if you love it, please tell no one until somewhere around December 15th. And if you hate it, please tell everyone somewhere around December 15th. Anyway, you are none of that, but here's the deal, right? This is a D&D live play, which means that these are living people.
Really? What?
Citation.
Why?
I know.
Definitely not that one.
I know, right? They have actual physical dice that they're not. There we go.
Some of us have
right? And all of the decisions that happen this evening will be determined by those dice and me, as I sit over in that corner and tell them what the heck is going on.
Yeah, Brad!
So, have you rehearsed?
Thank you. That's a solid question. No. Absolutely not. This is also not a dress rehearsal, even though people are dressed fabulously, right? This is not a dress rehearsal. This is not a rehearsal or a dress rehearsal. This is, in fact, what we like to call improvisational theater, okay? Which means we're making it up as we go with the aid of math rocks.
We're much like the Grateful Dead in that way.
A lot like the Grateful Dead.
They didn't use math rocks. They should have.
Grateful Dead.
Nose rock.
Roll some dice every time. So, everything that you see happening out here tonight is totally up to chance. Most of these people have no clue what's happening before it happens, which is or during, after. Ask them tomorrow what they did. They will have no clue. Like, there's nothing. Object permanence is not a thing in this room. So, that being said, we love your input, and I want to go over a couple of, what is going on? I can't, you're gone. Where'd Rob go? Oh my God, there he is.
I was having to see you.
Object permanence joke. Thank you for that. A couple of house rules that you all need to be aware of. First and foremost, right? If I, the DM, call for a roll from you, that means that I'm going to want you to take the little D20 that you were given. Do you have it? Thank you for reaching down your shirt for that. Appreciate it. The little D20 that you were given as you walk in, if I call for a roll, you raise your hand and be like, I want to do it, right? Then I will have you roll it. I might toss you a dice tray. I might ask you to just roll it on the ground and tell me what the result is. You roll it in your hand. Whatever side you think is the top, that's fine with me. We're not going to be sticklers here, okay? So that's the first thing. I might call for rolls. The things that you roll will influence what happens on the stage, for better or worse. Or the best. And the second and more complicated house rule that I want to make sure that you're all aware of, and I want to remind all of these unrehearsed, unwashed masses of, is the flashback rule.
Oh Lord.
I know, right? So, the flashback rule is a little house rule that we have here at Planar Taxi Company, whereby if someone on stage at any given time says something like, oh, that reminds me of a time when, and they begin to tell a story, right? Any of our cast members, or any of our audience members, if you catch that, you can shout out, flashback! See, you're doing it already.
Astute.
It took them like 4 rehearsals. That never happened.
That's why it's touching.
All you gotta do is shout out flashback, right? Whoever shouts out flashback first, right? Whether it's a cast member or whether it's one of you guys, gets to determine which cast members are going to play which characters in that flashback story, which will then be acted out on stage, right? So literally everything that was happening stops, and we go talk about like that one time that Bobby broke his arm swinging on the tire swing, and we're going to act it out, and you or them get to determine who's playing who, okay? That sound means I need to hurry the fuck up. All right, does everybody understand the flashback rule?
Yes.
Great. For our audience members, there is no limit to flashbacks. For our players, it is a once per long rest only, so that they can't just do it all the time, right? I, as the GM, will be sitting over here frantically hoping somebody catches it when somebody starts to tell the story. And so if you see me start to like wave my arms like this, right, you should probably be like, oh, flashback, and then we'll do it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. There will be 2 intermissions this evening. During those intermissions, I strongly suggest that you go out into that lobby and you visit our vendors and our concession stand. We are joined tonight by some lovely people. We are joined tonight by the Bank Street Button Company. Glorious, lovely buttons that definitely maybe have nothing to do with what's going to happen here tonight. We are also joined by Silk and Bone Studio, or is it Sukumo Studio? Great. Creating custom, awesome, amazing dice. There's a whole mess load of awesome dice out there for you to look at and drool over and purchase. And then there's also a sign-up sheet for you to, again, I'm running too long. That sound bad. There's also a sign-up sheet where you can sign up to order custom dice of your own, bloody. And then our very own Lorraine Imwald, out there with custom Planar Taxi Company t-shirts and artwork and awesome sauce as well.
You got that.
There's a 14. So, we encourage you at intermission to go do that. But we encourage you now to buckle up as we are about to go on a journey of proportions.
I wasn't here last time. Did I miss anything important?
We just do the whole episode again. It wasn't
We played the podcast back now.
Previously on Planar Taxi Company, we were introduced to the crew of the Planar Taxi Company by way of Lysithian Wolodane, who was picked up on a random planet as they tried to steal some random stuff to make their fun laser sword work. They were chased by a bunch of kobolds and a Tarrasque, and then fucking Tony Danza and Nick Nack. TV's Tony Danza. Thank you. I don't think any of you missed the last episode. Alive.
He's the only one.
TV's Tony Danza and Nick Nack picked up Lice, and they all came back to the Planar Taxi Company, which is a lovely little place on a rock that we call The Rock.
Oh.
That's right. Once there, they were introduced to lovely characters such as Nashira and Blorkin, Reverend Blorkin V.I., and Mira Zumanthraz, as some might call her. They also toured the grounds of The Rock, including the inn, the Pickle You Know, as well as the garden space on the underside of The Rock. They went forward, they went aft, they went sunward and starboard. What is it called? What is it? You said Voidward.
Starward?
Starward and Voidward. I don't know. These are words that we come up with. But then everybody went on adventures. We went to the Rock of Brawl, and we met a Mind Flayer who gave us some Koosh, which are sentient creatures, which is why they have their own enclosure now. Right.
For our safety.
That's right. For everyone's safety, don't touch them. They reproduce like triples. We also then went to the town of Via, where we encountered a lovely gnome named Dr. Unsteinsmunster. And we also encountered his creation, Frank. And
Frank is really nice.
Frank is really nice. Frank, in fact, helped us defeat Dr. Unsteinsmunster and came back to the rock with us.
Against his will.
He was a dick.
Frank wasn't a dick.
No, I'm talking to my brother
Dr.
and asked why we defeated Dr. Einstein.
Because he's Dr. Unsteinsmunster. And so now Dr. Unsteinsmunster is dead, but Frank Unsteinsmunster is with us. So yeah, and those are pretty much, that's the nutshell?
That's the
Very
nutshell.
helpful.
Previously on.
Good.
Thanks.
There's gonna be lots of nutshells.
Great.
And fun.
And now,
Okay.
we're here. Oh my goodness. We open this episode in a dank sea salt. Where is Jay?
Hey! Una!
You didn't hear all that?
Hey,
Yippee!
You gotta applaud them or they won't sit down.
I know, right? Good lord. We open this episode with Uno and Lice, who have been given the task of breaking someone out of prison. At the present time, they find themselves in a dungeon-like prison, sprayed by the Salton Sea, having just incapacitated 2 guards, and now they wander around the cell block looking for their quarry.
Who are we looking for again?
I thought you knew.
Who are we looking for again, GM Daddy?
Alright, maybe we should ask in character.
Okay.
Alright. Hello, did anyone call for a ride?
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, you're right, subtlety would have been better. Hey! Did anyone call for a ride?
At this, you hear from a couple of feet ahead of you. There's a door, iron bars, and from within this dank and dark, cell, you hear the sound of a voice saying, "Oh, woe! Is that my rescuer to be? Hello, who art thou?"
Are pickups always this dramatic?
Yeah, they really are.
Wow.
We asked first, who are you? What's your name? What do you need?
I am one Reginald Buckley.
Buckley?
Captain Reginald Buckley. And who am I
Buckley?
speaking to?
Buckley.
Uno and Sin. Lice. Uno and Lice.
Ah, yes. I don't know those names, but
We're with the Planar Taxi Company. Did you
Ah.
ask for a pickup and or save?
oh yes. Well, as you can see, I am trapped inside this prison cell, wasting away the days until my rescuers come to me.
Well, we're here. Your heroes have arrived.
Okay, calm down. Are you the only one here, or are there some other people?
Go ahead and make a perception check
I
for me.
absolutely do that.
Look at that.
Mhm.
Diggity ding dong. The first rule.
Ding 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 dong.
First
Ding ding ding
roll
dong.
of the show.
Ding 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 dong. Why isn't it working? Cause it hates me.
14.
14.
19.
19! Lovely. No, strangely enough, it seems the rest of these prison cells are completely empty.
Oh, Lord.
It is just this single individual in this single cell.
What'd you say your name was again?
Yes.
Cap.
Captain!
Well,
Captain Reginald!
Sure, Cap.
Captain
Can you open the door?
Buckley.
I'm assuming. Yeah, okay. I'm assuming you can't open the door from the inside, correct?
That is how prisons work. No, though it is, I wish it weren't, but yay, for I am behind these iron bars.
I don't think I took lockpicking as a skill.
Oh crap! Okay, but I'm gonna cast my mage hand and unlock that door.
Yeah, go ahead and make a, let's see.
Broke.
Do your best. No.
Real good.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead You can either make
Sleight of hand.
Do you have like
Proficiencies?
yeah? Do you have any proficiencies?
Can I try to break down the door?
You
I mean,
yes.
you could.
Try
I have a
whatever you'd
laser
like.
sword.
I mean, yeah.
How you doing over there?
I'm mage hand. It does whatever I want it to do.
Okay, so then go sleight of hand with your bad self. And
Dex roll.
see where you
Yeah,
get.
it's a dex roll.
Yeah.
I'll give you assist. Ooh.
Yeah, you didn't need it.
Are you gonna tell me?
Oh, it's 25.
Oh, thanks.
Is it a natural 20?
No, unnatural 25.
Wow.
Unnatural 20.
That's impressive.
It's a birthday.
Your
Birthday 24.
That's right. What color is your mage hand?
My mage hand today is purple.
Lovely. Your purple mage hand appears and reaches forward and just and unlocks and pulls open the door.
Thanks for put that back.
Captain Reginald Buckley emerges. Oh, my dears! Thank you. You weren't by chance sent by my one true love to save me, were you?
Is your true love Nashira?
No. I'm afraid not. My one true love has hair the color of the sun and skin as bright and crystalline as the sea. Oh, were that she were here and I could embrace her in my arms.
Okay,
No, you can give her a call when we go. With the meters running.
Yeah, we got to go.
At that point,
The party bus is running.
You hear the sound of large stone footsteps coming down the stairs behind you, the same stairs that you just entered through. And a voice follows with them.
Every time.
And the voice says, "My dearest, Reginald, I am so happy to see you free once more. Your Lavinia has arrived." And from around the corner, you see a small dwarf woman with hair gold as the sun and skin glittering like the sea. The two lovers run to each other and embrace and begin a passionate makeout session right in front of you.
All in a day's work for Planar taxi. No.
Wait, do we have to? Are you coming with us, or are you engaged in what you're doing right now?
Oh, and Reginald says, "Thank you so very much for all that you have done, returning me to my freedom and returning my Lavinia to me." And Lavinia says, "Oh, thank you. Your services will no longer be needed. I believe that you have done what we required of you, which was, the role play setup."
Yeah, that's great.
And-
So,
Alright, yeah, we're gonna roll for invoices.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
and she
I
will-
love this role for invoice.
It's complicated. There's interstellar taxes involved. She retrieves a bag of gold from her purse and hands it to you. She says, "Thank you so much. You will no longer need it." And she begins to unbutton her blouse.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you need a third?
Thank you. If you ever need us, thank you so much, Princess. If you ever need us, please just call for us. You can find me on my ship, the Greater Serendipity. We sail the seas of the skies at your behest.
I wouldn't. You don't want that rebound. You don't want to be. You don't
I'll
want
be
to be
back.
middle of it.
Thank you so much, Planar Taxi Company. We are forever in your debt. And they begin to make.
You're welcome!
Like crazy people. And with that, we have arrived. Oh shoot.
Oh no!
I didn't realize that being a hero would involve this much saliva.
I know.
Yeah.
Three.
It's saliva is
Two.
surprisingly.
Fred, you might just have to do the song a cappella.
There we go. All right. You guys know what to do now. I know.
Monday's rough and Tuesday's bad and everybody knows. Wednesday you could take a leave and Thursday fucking blows. Friday should be better, oh, if I had money, time, or friends. But the weekend comes and the weekend goes and it all fucking stops again. I'm gonna take a ride on the astral sea. Cause there's only one place in this multiverse where I can be who I wanna be. I'm gonna take a ride on the astral sea. basement and now you're fucking putting. You wanna go somewhere where your problems aren't there and all the creatures are hot as can be. Is it a fetish? No, it's a game. Let's go. It's time to play some D&D. We're gonna take a ride on the astral sea.
All right. Give it up for the crew.
Who are we in memoriam number?
This episode is dedicated to Matthew Perry and Richard Roundtree.
We forgot.
Richard Roundtree.
We forgot someone in the intro sequence.
We didn't forget anything.
Yeah.
No, I can take a hint. I know.
Richard Roundtree, who you may know as Shaft, once did a television episode where he played a gay man and was in the first gay wedding on TV. In the 90s, on the television show Rock, which took place in Baltimore City.
So join us tonight as we immemorialize a little piece of sitcom and Baltimore history.
Yes.
Bobby keeps killing sitcom stars.
Somebody's got to do these in memoriam segments.
Yes, okay, hello. Plain as accent company. Where are you?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Oh, it is so early where I am.
It's early here too.
Oh, yeah? Like what time?
I'm really drunk.
Yes. We begin our first act. With the rising of the sun. As it shines on the mountaintop.
That sounds exhausting.
We join a couple of our adventurers who are out doing a good deed for the day. No good deed goes unpunished, no good deed goes unrewarded, of course. But today we find Reverend Blorkin and Mira walking up the side of a mountain with an elderly woman making a pilgrimage. And they have agreed to assist her along the way. As they rise up the mountain ever so slowly with the sun, they come slowly to the top as the sun rises and reveals at the top of this mountain the Sun Temple. Aptly named, and simply so because it is a temple of the sun.
It's really bright.
Oh my dear, it is brighter now than it was when I was your age. I can tell you that. But that could be my cataracts as well.
Wouldn't that be the opposite?
That's you would think, but. Well, thank you so much for bringing me this. Have you ever been to the Sun Temple?
Oh, I'm not Jewish.
And are you circumcised? Well, it's quite a spectacle. I know from the outside it doesn't look like much. You can see there's the rather large dome, and there's a couple of entrances, but trust me, when you get inside and you see the mirrors and the machinery, it really is a marvel and a wonder. If I could invite you in, I would love for you to join me.
Can you?
I can. I'm sorry, I suppose I am. Would you like to come into the Sun Temple with me? You don't have to be Jewish. It's a non-denominational, sort of like anyone who worships any deity to do with the sun is welcome at the Sun Temple. Also, if you just like sunshine, this is also a place that you can come.
I wish our aunt could be here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, next time maybe. But I'm going in now. Would you like to come?
oh, sure.
All right. As you enter the Sun Temple, you see a large room with a massive dome on the top. But in the center of this room, you see what is known as the gyro lens, a large mechanical, part arcane construct, part engineering marvel. It rotates and shifts and swirls in time with the movement of the planet, aligning itself to collect and bounce sunlight into a solid beam, which is always directed at the solar altar to your left in a room of worship. The lenses and mechanisms are magically warded, and watching it operate is akin to observing the complex systems powering a living, breathing creature. It is truly magnificent piece of artificer technology.
Cool.
That's a really nice thing you got there.
Oh, thank you. Well, I didn't make it, but I appreciate your appreciation. Yes, it's been here for many, many eons now. There are some priests who look after it, sort of polishing the mirrors at nighttime and things and stuff like that. I have found that it is best to stay clear of it when it is high noon, because that is when the sun is brightest and the beams coming out of it are incredibly hot.
Now, what does it do?
Well, it takes all the sunlight that shines on it and points it in that direction.
Yeah, over to the solar altar, look.
Yeah, well, and then you can go and sit at any of the pews and sort of marvel at the light, the concentrated power of the sun, as it were.
Just baking that table.
Indeed. And anything you offer up on the table. If you, for example, if you happen to be of a persuasion that worships the deities of the sun or anything, you could bring them an offering and you could gently set it on the altar and it would be received by the beam of light, which is to say, disintegrated.
Oh.
Yes.
It's interesting. And I don't know. We're not getting into philosophy of this just because but I do worship a deity of stars.
Oh.
And the
Suns are
sun.
stars.
Your sun is just you know.
I like where your head's at. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Would you like to make an offering to your deity? Does your deity have a name?
Yeah, of course, Celestian.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah.
Would you like to make an offering at the altar to Celestian?
I know would like that.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, you know best. I don't want to pressure anyone.
Does it ever point anywhere other than the altar?
Roll an insight.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be okay. How do I do this?
What a dress rehearsal this is.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a vibe check. That's
That is 8. I know nothing.
no, yeah. No, it seems
Was that
like.
intimidation?
Yeah.
That was intimidation. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm not.
The question wasn't very intimidating. We know that.
11. Great.
11.
So on an 11 insight, I will tell you that as confident as this old woman seems to be, that this place is like holy and marvelous and wonderful. There is a bit of shakiness in her voice when referencing the power of this beam of light and stuff.
Like excited shaky?
Like
scared shaky?
Well, yeah, sure.
Like beating housewife shaky?
No. I feel like we're going.
Right, suddenly enter the chat.
But yeah.
Whoa.
But the vibe check is appropriate. You notice that the priests around here describes, there is not one that's not wearing
Jerusalem itself.
massive amounts of like heat shielding gear, like on their bodies and on their hands, right?
Helmets?
What?
Are they wearing helmets?
Like full-blown visors and things like that, but also like massively thick gloves and stuff like that. Like they, like just being in here for long enough, they feel like they need to be protected.
What do I get with a vibe check 22?
That's what I was giving you.
Oh! Shit's went off! Is this lady, are you here to die?
Oh, well, now that you mention it, this I do appreciate. This is sort of a one-way, journey for me. I have reached the end of my life. I have served my deities for many, many years, and I have come here to make the ultimate final sacrifice.
All right, well, is this like about chores or is it? I don't know. Like, we're gonna get into some shit.
No, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Do you want to?
I don't know what this is.
I just,
Yes,
You want to do this?
now, when you make a fist deer, you want to put the thumb on the outside.
No. Oh, do you want to do this?
Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. But if you have, like I said, if Celestian is interested in anything that you would like to make an offering, no?
Celestian really likes tattoos.
Yeah, tattoo. You want to get a tattoo? I think you get a tattoo right now.
You know, I've never gotten a tattoo before.
That sounds like a fun thing to do! Let's go to tattoos! Look how excited you are! Jump on the train!
How excited
You
you
can be excited too!
Now hold on. I paid you to take me up the mountain.
And I will pay for you to get a tattoo.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes!
I really don't have any more money.
Oh shit!
I haven't paid
I
you
know
already.
that. Come on.
Are you sure?
Let's go.
Well, okay. Let me just let them know.
No, don't worry about it. I'll let them know.
I'm
You
sure
can do it. I'll let them know.
Great. At this point, I'm gonna need you guys to go ahead and just give me a perception check.
Good.
I'll give you some perception.
You notice as you attempt to like usher this elderly woman out of the place, several of the priests like have sort of stopped and are sort of like looking at you guys a little wary, like they kind of are. They don't seem to be thrilled with what you're up to. I would love to get a tattoo with you.
But tattoos are so cool, and you
You
can't
should.
like
You
make
should.
the sacrifice.
And then you can come back without any tattoos.
Tattoos
What's the
first.
point? It's not even worth it.
Tattoos first.
Okay, all right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll come with you to get a tattoo. That's fine. As you make toward the door with the old woman, you hear a couple of clangs and loud bangs coming from the large device in the center of the room. It seems to be spinning faster in some parts. The beam of light seems to be heating up a little bit and possibly shifting. Yeah. What are you up to here?
Who knows what time it is?
What's it? Does anyone have a clock or a watch?
It's almost 11:30.
Oh, so no.
We got tattoos.
We you get the lady.
Go ahead and make one last persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Yeah, just to see if this lady is fully on board with getting tatted up.
10.
You tell me what that is.
This old lady wants to get a tattoo. So
Great. So she actually puts down her bag. She's like, I'll be back in just a few moments. And she heads toward the door with you guys. You step out the door, and as fast as this little old lady can go, you make your way down the mountain, and from behind you, you can feel the heat and a little sense of like radioactivity coming from the top of the mountain. Yeah, it's the best. But you make it all the way down the hill with this lady and back to your ship, and head somewhere to get tattoos.
We're gonna take right to the rock.
Amazing.
Always bringing people back.
It's a real ensemble cast.
Right?
The goal is to have Brad playing more regulars than us.
That's the third person I've collected. They're like Pokemon.
Planar! Taxi company. Where are you?
Hello? Is this? I'm sorry. I've never called before. Do I have the right number?
Did you call me a taxi company?
I think so. I was given a coin and I was told that you could help.
Okay, yeah. Where are you?
We're located on a planet.
Okay.
The planet is known as Bravnia.
All right. Can you just talk a little quieter, please?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right. I'm sorry. Just start over.
We're on the planet Bravnia.
Spell that, please.
Bravmia.
Okay.
Yep. You got it. I'm sure.
And you waiting for a ride?
We are the Luhao people, and we were told that you could help save our children.
Children.
Yes. Our entire civilization is about to be destroyed, but we were told that if we contacted the Planar taxi company, you could potentially save our children.
Yeah, I'm sorry, David. I can't do that.
No, wait. The Shira has a note. As you took that call and you wrote down Bravnia, your instruments noted that the planet was actually being registered as Volkov 17.
So he's a liar. Okay.
And now we return to, let's see, here we go. We find ourselves in the garage at the Planar Taxi Company. That's right. Oh. Frank is ever present. Frank is always with you.
You mind?
That's fine.
All right.
You want one?
Alright. Well, sure. I mean, I'm not gonna say no. That's nuts.
In addition to Lou and Knick-Knack, Frank Lindstein's Munster, the Autonom, is also with them as they work on repairing cars. In the weeks since our last episode, Frank has become somewhat of an apprentice to Lubert Pumpernickel.
You can call me Lou.
Lou, what is that you're working on?
Oh, yeah. So, I get these calls all the time. People blow out their parking brakes here on their taxis. They forget to disengage them when they're pulling, screaming out of a planet on the run. They never disengage their parking brake. It blows them right out. Now I gotta go in, and I gotta replace the whole thing. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Have you ever thought about talking to the drivers about not doing that?
What do I look like? Some kind of talky guy?
Sure. Yeah, I understand that. If you don't mind, he pulls out a notepad, and he just writes, Lou's not a talky guy. So you're replacing the blown out parking brakes.
Yeah, that's right.
And how many of these do you do, like a week or a day? Do you think?
Oh gosh, I'd say probably every taxi in the fleet, probably once a week.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
it's an ongoing process.
That seems like a lot. It really seems like something worth a memo to the company, just to be like, hey folks, maybe don't. Okay, well, I'll just write that down here for myself, and maybe I'll.
Good job, Frank.
I'll send an email. Yeah. And Nick, when you assist Lou, how? How?
There's some slime in there. Drip it, just drip it.
Oh,
I see you're more like a spot. Okay. Wouldn't it be easier if you, given your size, Knick-Knack, if you could climb into things and get to areas that maybe Lou would have difficulty getting to?
If he needs me, I'm fine.
Oh, Lou, do you ever?
that's an idea.
That's
That's an idea, Frank. Yeah. So I find good hook around here.
Knick-Knack is
Not that I don't appreciate having here, scattering the nuts everywhere. But you could maybe put in a little work if you're gonna hang out here. Maybe.
I'm learning.
All right, wise guy.
No.
What's this?
A popsicle.
Good guess.
All right, lucky guess.
Knick-Knack 1, Lou 0.
Watch it.
I'm just like to document things, if you don't mind.
I'm a quick burner.
Yeah. At this point, Nashira, I noticed you dropped a note over on the table. Was that intended for anybody, or?
I mean, those places. I guess that guy's still there.
I got it.
You can't do it. You gotta give it to Kat.
Give it to them. Knick-Knack, I gotta go. I gotta think. Can you take care of that for me? Thank you.
I'll have a taxi.
Bye.
I'll have a taxi.
I didn't hear you.
Can you do this?
17. All right, I don't get out much these days. I'm mostly here, but every once in a while I like to bust out old beautiful. And back here, there's a tarp.
I'm gonna miss
Yeah.
beautiful because I'm not big yet.
All right.
Wait, is it yours?
Oh. And can you describe for us what we see when that tarp comes off?
Yeah, so Old Beautiful, as I like to call her, the official name is the ship of Theseus. She's beautiful in chrome. She's got, it's sort of patchwork, right? You got a fender from one cab, and you've got mirrors from another. It's really just bits and bobs that create something beautiful and bigger than itself.
That was some words out of there.
That's a nice one. Why don't we ever use that?
You see here in the window, there's a tiny little hula dancer on the dashboard, but instead of a hula dancer, it's a satyr. It's a little satyr guy. Just go. Careful. He's dangerous. All right. Yeah, like I said, I have to fix every taxi every week.
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of time to go out and do my own stuff, so every once in a while.
Can I come with you? Would that be okay, or should I stay here?
Well, Frank, I mean,
Yeah.
you see all these taxis I gotta take care of. I mean,
Oh,
you've been taking notes, Mr. Note Guy.
Yeah, I got the notes.
And you learned something?
I
learned something about doing taxis?
I learned that Knick-Knack should be inside the engine.
Uh-huh.
I learned that thing was a lollipop. Popsicle.
Popsicle.
I'm
See,
sorry.
you gotta
I'm still
keep
getting
an eye.
used to the sucking thing that I don't understand what you do and maybe?
Yeah, you got it. You
Okay.
got it. Listen, you'll be fine.
I'll stay here and I'll take care of all the cabs.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine.
You guys have fun.
All right. Thanks, Frank.
Yeah.
All right, come on, get back.
And they hop into Big Beautiful. Is that what we're calling it? Old Beautiful. Old Beautiful.
Also known as the ship of Theseus.
The ship of Theseus. We could just do yeah. So they hop into what was once the ship of Theseus and is still potentially the ship of Theseus.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who can say? As they proceed to head out, they start up the ship, and the ship like purrs, like none of the other taxis do. Most of the taxis really rough rides, really kind of like somebody left the parking brake on a lot. But this one, kind of amazing. It pulls out and heads out, and as you enter in the coordinates that Bashira gave you, yeah,
We have to Google it.
you had to Google the ship of Theseus?
Yes.
Losers, I know.
Well, listen, there's two names on here. I can't really read the first one, so let's just go to the Vulcan 17. Yeah.
Great. And with a flash, you are transported to the outskirts of the planet. It is a rather tan world. It looks relatively barren and flat, desert landscape and things. And as you
making nutshells off this cab.
and as you make planetfall, you come down in an area that is almost entirely desert. You pass over a few grasslands. There's no oceans to speak of that you can see anywhere nearby. It's just dry and desert, but there are some canyons, and your coordinates are putting you down near the edge of a rather large canyon.
Hey, here's a stop.
I don't see anybody.
All right, we'll go investigate the area. Let's see. We see our patrons. We'll go towards
Yeah.
the edge of the.
Go ahead and make a perception check at the edge of that canyon.
Make a perception check, Cal. You don't need me to do it for you. I can do that. Nasty.
Are you kidding me?
It's on the D&D Beyond. It's on the D&D Beyond. You can look it up. Look it up.
Just for those keeping track, in the last episode we only got 3 nat 20s the entire game. At this point, that's our third.
It's all because of you.
So no more tonight.
Only the audience are allowed to roll it. You get to the top of this canyon, and you can see very clearly down in this canyon there are settlements built into the canyon walls. There are rope ladders and stairs carved into the stone. What looks to be like a medium-sized city just sort of built into the canyon walls, and you can see all kinds of humanoid creatures moving about and things like that. As you approach the edge, there's some sort of like climbing up a ladder nearby, making their way toward you. They are pretty clearly half elf people. They don't have a whole lot of like ornate garments or anything like that. They are dressed in pretty bare bones of rags and skins and things, as cool as it can be for the desert climate and stuff. But as they approach, you can see that there's one. They bring gifts of Chinese food along the way. They're very generous with their Chinese food, divvying it out to everyone.
And if you bought a ticket tonight, you get a Vita Lo Mein, baby.
Amazing. There's a a woman in the lead who is a little bit more ornately dressed than the rest of them as she approaches you, and she says, "Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. We weren't certain if our call was disconnected or if everybody." Oh, okay. Well, great. Well, thank you. Thank you again so much for coming. Did the receptionist, did she explain the situation thoroughly?
Oh, yeah.
We said there was a pickup. There's a pickup here on this plan.
Right
You
here.
got the card, and
Great.
What do you need?
Did you have, is that the ship you came in?
it's not your beauty.
It is the most beautiful ship I've ever seen. I'm worried a little bit about whether or not you'll have enough space to take all of the children.
All right. Point of clarification.
Yeah.
When you say all the children, how many children are we talking about?
As you ask that question, you can see coming up from on the edges of the canyons, ladders around you and things like that, are groups of children being led by a couple of adults, but there's already at least 2 or 3 dozen children who have crested the edges of the canyon. So it's about, what would you say? I think close to 250 or so.
What?
Hell almighty.
Okay.
I can't. Now you talk to them. I can't deal with this many children around. There's too many children.
So perhaps it would be best to explain from the beginning. Flashback it is. Wow. I didn't even get anything out. That's amazing. All right. Nice. I'm gonna need 4 people though. So I'm gonna need 2 people to play members of this clan, and I'm gonna need 2 people to play outsiders. So you pick who's playing who. So we have some volunteers.
Yes, one.
Yeah.
Is it clan member or outsider? Clan member?
Yeah.
Okay. And who else is the other clan member?
Look at.
You're the clan member. Who are the outsiders?
That's good for you.
Outsider number 1.
Outsider number 1, love it. Outsider number 2, great. Okay. Amazing. Great. 1 week ago, the members of our clan were having a peaceful evening gathering as we normally do. The sun had just gone down.
What a lovely glass of tea.
Oh, what a lovely sunset.
What it is to be a clansman, is it not?
Oh, it's so lovely.
If only there was a lot, but unfortunately I was paying enough attention to know we're in a desert. That is the end of the knowledge.
It reminds me of home.
Oh, amazing. You live here.
Which is right over there. Home.
I thought I had a dog originally. I don't know.
Shortly after the sun went down, they were approached by two half orcs, 2 women. Yeah. Female presenting half orcs. Who proceeded to give them an ultimatum.
Do you want some tea?
We got a better offer for you.
All right. I
civilization would be destroyed.
You have a week to leave or your entire civilization is
Gone.
Wait, you have to leave.
yeah.
So goodbye.
You're gonna leave, and then our whole civilization ends.
No.
We need you to stay here.
You're going to stay.
Yes. We're all gonna stay.
Well, that's my hole right behind you.
You're going to stay and die.
Oh.
I thought you said this is better than his team. That's
You
worse.
can leave.
It's better for us. Yeah.
What do we have to do?
You have to leave.
At that point, the half-orcs, not feeling like they were being taken seriously by our clan members, decided to provide a demonstration for them. At which point, they revealed their rather large and sharp fangs.
Oh, that's nice.
That's hot.
Love your fantasy.
And as they snapped their fingers, 30 drow appeared on the ridgeline and proceeded to fire indiscriminately into the village.
Fuck! No! Millie Man! Where's the tea?
And then the two half-orc women proceeded to drain the clansmen dry. Thank you. That was it. So that's what happened about a week ago. Well, right now it's daytime, so they're not here.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's about 11:30. Everywhere you go to.
So you have 200 children.
250, about.
250 children. You don't want to just the kids.
Well, we didn't think that it would be feasible for all of us to leave. We have some elderly who probably aren't going to make it. They've never received tattoos before, so but so we really wanted to prioritize saving our children, saving the next generation to carry on.
Where do you want us to take all the children?
Far away from here.
Where are we dropping off 250 children?
Listen, I feel like there's been a misunderstanding about this whole taxi thing works, right? So you get the coin.
Yeah.
And it's one coin.
Yeah.
For one passenger. If you want 250,
Yeah.
we're going to need a lot more coins.
Oh, okay. And she pulls out a bag of coins. She's like, "I got all kinds of coins." And she pulls out coins made of stone, coins made of wood, some coins that have just been like obviously smashed into shape out of other random pieces of metal and stuff. She's like, "I have coins."
No, the one that you called the Shiro.
We were given that coin
Okay.
by someone who said that you could help us.
If you don't get that bag of coins, sorry, I'm gonna say on your photo.
Right.
We're going to need a lot more taxis.
I'm gonna need you both to make a perception check at this point.
Hey, Tony!
Oh yeah, I
You
got
make a perception check for me.
Actually, let's have the audience make your perception. Those are my children.
Never mind.
You can have one. Go ahead.
16 plus whatever.
We'll get to you.
I'll take that one. 16 plus 4 is 20.
I took 4. I rolled a 4.
That's an 8
That's
total.
me.
That's an 8 total for.
Don't see my glasses are getting dirty.
Alright, great.
My glasses are getting foggy.
They are. Knick-knack, you look up in the sky, and right about this time at 11:30 in the morning, you notice the sun seems to be beginning to darken, as though something were slowly moving over it. Not quickly, but it's noticeable that it's
a phone call.
Just a real quick phone call. See if we can.
Oh, sure. Here's the coin. You need more coins?
The one that you used to call.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have the phone already. We use it to make the phone call.
okay, great. She hands the bag of other coins back to like some of the children behind them, and they all pick up coins and they're like,
You know, I'll just let them do it. It'll be fun then. Flip the.
great. Oh yeah, you're trying to make it up.
We're gonna call. We're gonna call.
Did you send us 250 children?
What?
You sent us to pick up 250 children.
Nishira, honey, it's Lou. It's Lou. It's Lou. So, you know, we got the card. It said to come here and pick up some people. Maybe a few more folks that might be. Could we maybe spare some people?
Everyone?
So you need more taxis?
Yeah.
We do, but they got a lot of coins, so I'm sure they can cover us.
Do you know how many words it required to communicate that request? All you needed to say was you needed more taxis.
Amazing. Great. We're gonna leave you there for a second, and right quick, before we end Act 1, we're gonna check in with the illustrious TV Tony.
No, you know, some people like spas, some people like fancy cars. Me? Oh, instant? Yeah.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, I like to get tailored for a new suit, go get my hair cut, and then just stare into the fucking sun.
You know, I understand, and can I just say, I think you've come to the right place, Mr. Danza.
Well,
Mr. Danza, what was the last time you got a new suit?
oh, 6 days ago.
I love that. What, if you don't mind, I always like to ask my clients questions.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay?
buddy.
You know, from where I come from, my people, we do a lot of, contract negotiation.
And you remind me
Yeah.
that place you come from.
Oh, it's the Nine Hells. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That's right, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No.
I mean,
Doesn't nobody.
No, the wings and the tail, I thought, I'm sorry.
I know. I'm a modern guy. I don't assume.
I like that about you. So,
You know what TV is? Have you heard of TV?
I assumed that it meant something important, but honestly, I don't keep up with what the kids are doing these days,
I'll get you a couple DVDs of Who's the Boss and,
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, so here we are. I was going to ask my client a few questions about their taste and their interest. What the hell is happening? Anyway, so what did you like most about the last suit?
I like a deep paper.
Yeah, I can see that.
Huge on the top.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Steve Harvey?
No.
Huge on the top.
You know the top.
And then very slim on the back.
Shoulder pads, or like padded armor, or like what are we thinking? Like
Think of a guy.
yeah.
Okay. You haven't had like a frost giant?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I
I like
last
a
week.
frost giant medium,
Yeah.
and then like a human slick on the bottom. I like a contrast.
So like yeah. So like if somebody was trying to shoot at you, if they're aiming for your shoulders, they're hitting 10 out of 10. But if anywhere else in the body, it's going to be so slim. It's just practically invisible.
You seen Wolver's legs?
I was just about to talk pants with you. Like, first of all, your inseam, amazing.
I've heard that.
But, the kids these days are doing little tight pants, and then like whenever the kids are doing these days, like tomorrow they'll be doing the total opposite. So I wanted to know how much you like to keep up with the times.
I'm a modern guy, I told you that.
You are.
I pretended not to know you were a demon. That's,
You know, I appreciate that. I do. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do a pant for you,
Okay.
and it's gonna fit you unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Hey.
All right. I'm gonna do the long top. Okay. But since I can tell that you, Tony Danza, are a man of action, right? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add a little magical padding in. Okay. Just give you a little bit like boost to your armor class a little bit.
Now, is this one of those kind of magic things where it's like, I agreed to it, but I don't know what I got myself into, and I gotta really learn my lesson by agreeing to get this magic?
Yeah, that's exactly like that. And with that, we are concluding Act 1 of this evening. Please take this opportunity to stretch your legs. There are restrooms in the lobby up here. There are also restrooms downstairs on the first floor. But all our vendors are up here, as well as the food and drink. And when we come back, we will find out how the hell we're going to get 250 children off the planet with half-orc vampires.
I'm so excited.
And that old lady will definitely get her tattoo.
Thank you so much for joining us for Planar Taxi Company Episode 2, Penumbra. This is the first intermission, and so I'm going to tell you some stuff that I said at the first intermission, and maybe some other things that I didn't. First of all, thank you to all of the people who have sponsored us. Thank you to our vendors, especially, who showed up for this episode. At this episode, we had the Bank Street Button Company doing custom buttons in our lobby. We had Silk and Bone Studio doing custom dice sets in our lobby. We had Lorraine Imwald doing her awesome t-shirts and artwork in our lobby. And it was just an amazing, wonderful time. I highly recommend that you check out any and all of those vendors and artists on Instagram. I'll find them on Facebook. Check them out. They're great, and they support us, so you should support them. Secondly, you can get tickets to any of our live shows if you are in the Baltimore area. Just go to www.planartaxi.com. You can find out information about all of our upcoming events. We do this monthly, every single month. It's been fantastic. There's been a huge response. We really love our audiences, and we would love for you to become one of them. Follow us on all of our social medias and all of the other things to learn about all of the other awesome stuff that we've got cooking away wherever it is. Thank you so much. Enjoy Act 2 of Episode 2, Penumbra.
So, I was gonna say something, and now I can't remember what I was gonna say. It was like an announcement thing. It's on.
Is it about vendors? Is it about the next show?
Oh yeah. I was gonna promise that at the next show there'll be food for all of you. Because
Will there?
I mean,
Yes, there will be. It's
yeah,
okay.
there will be.
I got it.
I just said
I got
there will be, so
The next
it's
show
gonna
is a
happen.
potluck.
Yeah, a nice festive opera.
Speaking of the next show is December the
17th.
17th. It is also a Sunday, but we'll be back downstairs in the main stage theater.
Woohoo!
And if you want to bring food, you can, and if you don't, I'll bring it. But there'll be plenty of food. Yeah, those are the things I have to say. With that, enjoy your cooches.
Slowly.
We gave them to people to care for.
Okay, well, we didn't know. And York and I,
It'll be okay.
you know,
It's gonna be alright.
we had a little chat, and I was
Yeah,
thinking back to
no, it'll be alright.
okay.
Great. At the top of Act 2, we find ourselves briefly looking out a window onto a vast field of stars. And as the view pans down a little bit, we see a desert planet below us. And then a Star Destroyer flies down. Looking out of the window, there is a rather tall, elven man
classic charcoal.
Classic charcoal. And pants?
Navy.
Navy.
Bold.
Bold. Bold.
He gets one new one every week. They can't all be the same.
Mix and match. But your tailor, the demon, Bold. Yeah. He's like, Tony, I'm serious. This is some of the best work I have done in months.
I'm excited.
I am so very excited.
I'm excited.
Right? All I'm going to need is for you to sign right here, and a contract appears out of thin air. Just right here at the bottom, if you don't mind. It's all infernal. It's just, standard point plate contract,
Sure. I'm going to go ahead and roll to see if I can notice anything without actually having to read it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was it 7?
Insight or history if you want, if you think Tony Danza can read infernal. Yeah, I know, right?
He reads scripts.
It's an 18.
18, amazing. Yeah. Yeah, right. You can kind of make out because infernal tries to emulate Roman numerals a little bit. So you can kind of make out like there's definitely something in there about a soul. Definitely something in there about like really, really nice suits for life.
I stopped reading.
Yeah. And it disappears into his hand. He's like, Tony.
That was a cool trick.
Oh, you want to see it again? Yeah. He puts it down.
I'll sign it again.
Whoa!
You got a venture in showbiz, kid.
Oh, thank you. Coming from you, sir. Thank you. So that's just all yours. And let me just give you the skinny. The shoulders, like I said, a little bit of armor padding in there, a little adamantine shoulder padding in there. Gives you +1 to your armor class as long as you're wearing it, right?
I'll be wearing it for the next 6 days.
Amazing. Amazing. Also, as long as you've got that suit on, this is a little trick I picked up from my time, on the mortal plane. Nothing can bite your neck. Your neck is totally safe.
Just try right now.
No. Tony, come on. Oh, see?
I'm good.
See?
That's pretty cool.
This is what I do for you. This is what I do for my customers,
You're a good guy.
Hey, don't you worry about it, Tony.
I'm going to go beat the shit out of Dracula.
I will see you in 6 days. You have a good rest of your life.
All right. And what's your name once again?
I'm sorry?
What's your name once again?
My name?
Yeah.
Bull Mammoth.
Bull Mammoth. All right.
Bob Maine.
I'll remember
You
that.
can call me Bull.
I'm going to call you Joe Namath. Okay. All right.
Bob Maine.
Bull Mammoth.
Where did you get that from? Who told you that?
Because he Namath is the balls.
Wow. Anyway, there you go. Tony Danza now has a new suit that should hopefully protect him from being, having his throat ripped out.
I feel a theme happening.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How do I increase my armor?
Oh, gentle is the name of this game. All right. At this point, we return to Nashira. Nashira, you received a phone call.
I'm sorry, I just looked up.
Nashira, you received a phone call. Damn it. You received a phone call from Lou asking for more taxis.
Yeah.
How do you wanna make that happen?
Tell them to go.
Great.
I give them the coordinates and,
Great. Do you want to make some phone
sign
calls real
it.
quick?
Yeah. Huh?
Do you want to make some phone calls real quick?
We're not there yet.
Nobody's there with you. They're all out. And you're gonna have to do your job today. All right, great. Who you got in first?
Well, it's not top of the sheet yet. Nick Cap.
Nick Nack just called you with.
get them from point A to point B.
Okay, where's Lou? I do need to get Renaissance's Mayo Glance Express. And the shish.
Okay,
where
that
is Lou?
institution cannot handle this.
Where is Lou?
I will text you the coordinates.
Okay, yeah, text me.
Yes. Yeah.
So we have to go get how many?
I think it was like 250.
Oh, fuck.
Whoa. Where are we? Okay, that's a lot. Are we a school bus now?
Basically.
Oh.
Okay.
I have the room, it's fine.
Alright. Okay. Where are we taking them? You know, this is an awful lot of questions.
Yeah, so answer them.
Yeah, you called us.
That's not my job.
You called
I
us!
text you the coordinates,
Yeah,
and you go from there.
You shit! Yeah. Looks like we're going to this coordinates.
Alright, well.
You have one more. Actually, I have two. I'm sorry. There's two more people.
15 seconds. Me?
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Hey, Mira.
Oh, hi.
We're getting tattoos!
voice, coward.
Alright, okay. So here I am, being my broken self. Amen, and there's Celestial. Just finished smoking a whole pack of cigarettes at once. And taking a whole bottle of bourbon in one quaff. Oh, wow. And then sang a sultry song. And in the sultry song, he gave me the advice that
TV's Tony Danza.
Modulates in the voice. Tony Danza, TV's Toby, Tony Danza.
Yes, Nishira.
Yeah, we have to get some children.
Oh, Nishira, my darling.
No.
I've forgotten what day of the week it is. It is Sunday. I have just gotten my suit. I am currently getting my hair cut. And then I'm going to be busy staring into the sun while I eat gelato. I simply do not have time, Nishira. I'm sorry.
TV Sunday Danza, I am calling a work capacity. We have to go get some children. I will text you the coordinates.
All right, I'll be there in an hour.
He's gonna miss out on gelato!
It's gonna throw his whole fucking week off. That's what it's gonna do.
Wait, so is he gonna show up with like half of his hair done and half not?
Yeah, he's finishing the haircut.
Okay.
That's why it's going to be there in an hour. That's what the hour's for.
We're maybe also getting gelato. We're gonna grab
Expedite.
I just make all the kids. We'll figure out what happens.
Is the gelato place still open tonight? Is there ice cream? There was the gelato place.
So,
please.
as we return to the planet that we were on, the desert planet that has a name for sure.
It was
Arrakis, where the spice
Vulcan
flows.
17. Vulcan 17.
You guys are so close. The planet is called Brahmia.
Oh, I don't say, bro.
You're right, though. Yeah.
Call the sure and let her know.
So you are here with these Luau people and their clan mother, Cornelia, having understood now that there is trouble right here in River City. With a capital T that rhymes with V.
That stands for Vulcan 17.
Okay. Right. So the sun seems to be darkening rather ominously, right? You have called Nishira in the hopes that she has also passed the word on to everyone else. What is your next step in the face of 250 children and other people who would like to get off the planet?
You think she called everybody?
I'm sure she did. I have faith. I have faith.
So what are we gonna do?
In the meantime, we got to deal with the fact that it's getting a little dark out, and there may be some. Sorry, I didn't want to say the word in front of the children.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say it. What is it?
Yeah, so, what do we know about? We know about our pointy friends.
They don't like the sun.
Okay.
That's going on.
Yeah, suppose you make a history or an arcana check if you want, since the sun darkening thing is potentially a nefarious thing that maybe has some kind of explanation.
16.
17.
17, yeah, great. So you both are aware that vampires seem to not like the sun. Check, right?
So how do we?
So the sun being blocked out seems to be in their favor, right? Yeah. Also, in the flashback story that you heard, there were some drow that also showed up. You're also both aware that drow not really like sun-friendly creatures.
Gosh, two strikes.
I know, right? So it seems that there's some creatures who prefer nighttime shenanigans who seem to be teaming up to.
That's awfully coincidental.
I mean, it's certain. Yeah. I know. It's weird. It's all pretty weird. But
why don't you guys roll a coincidence check? Actually, if I can have an audience member, since there's two of them, I need two of you. Yeah, go ahead, Kate.
Yes.
Isaac, you go ahead.
Yes.
I got a 2.
2.
Oh.
Isaac, you don't have your die?
I got one. I'll do it.
Okay. Go ahead, Katie. Roll it, and Isaac, you weird creatures who seem to prefer the nighttime.
Jeez.
That's
a bummer.
That is a bummer. Probably doesn't have anything to do with each other at all.
Yeah. Well, we gotta do in the meantime, until everybody else gets it. We gotta do something.
Well, it's starting to get dark, right? A little bit, it's a little shadowy now.
You are in the early stages of what looks to be an eclipse.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna help any, but I can prestidigitate some flame things, keep us a little bit.
A little light? We can make a little light?
Little light.
Little light going here. Maybe go somewhere indoors. Somewhere a little more enclosed, out and open.
Yeah.
What was your name again?
My name is Cornelia.
Cornelia.
Yep.
Is there somewhere people can hide?
I mean, we have our homes that are built into the cliff faces, but they seem pretty clear on wiping us all out. And they knew that we lived in the cliff faces, so I feel like they have a plan for...
Is there somewhere that you go on retreat?
Oh, like Vacation Bible School?
Do you have a sun temple? That would be great.
Oh, we don't have a sun temple. No, that'd be awesome. Anyway, but no, we don't have another place that we go. I don't know if you saw as you arrived, but our planet is pretty much devoid of a lot of life. It's been that way for several generations.
Do you all just want to leave?
Do we all want to leave?
Yeah, it's not like it's been devoid of life for a while and you're kind of stuck here. Maybe this is a good coincidence.
I mean, so first of all, you seemed like it was doubtful that you were going to be able to take our 250 children.
At the point we get to 250, it really doesn't matter how many there are. We'll figure.
That's impressive. I didn't realize that there was a limit and then infinite. That's okay. I mean, sure, if you can take us all, that seems like one plan, I suppose. Also, though, we kind of like our homes. We've lived here for many, many generations.
But is the sun out? Why is it all devoid of life everywhere else? It was you and nothing else.
Somewhere, so our legends tell of how hundreds of years ago.
Flashback!
They can do it an infinite amount of time.
I did. You're right. I just need two people. One to play the acid rain, and the other to play the ground.
Do we want to invite audience members to play
Hey,
the acid
does
rain?
an audience member want to play acid rain and the lush verdant ground? Come on down here, children.
Acid Rain and the Lush Verdant Ground is the best name for a band.
Be careful.
Okay.
Verdant ground. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you what you do. All right. So
this is perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
You're gonna play the lush verdant ground because you're all nice and blue, right? And you're gonna play the acid rain because you're green and acid. Okay? And also you spilled stuff all over your shirt already. You don't understand how the story is. Okay, alright. So hundreds of years ago, as the legend goes, the lush verdant ground was just there. It provides, living its best life and providing for everyone. The seas were full of life, and the everything was great. And I've switched so far off track now. But then one day, out of the blue, from the sky was rent open, and rain that was poisonous rained down on top of the lush verdant ground. Please do not. Yep, thank you. Yeah, it's the best I could have got. And it totally killed off all the vegetation and the seaweed and everything, and it turned it into the desolate waste that you find here today.
I'm a desolate waste that you find here today.
why you went through all the rigmarole.
Our culture is very storytelling forward, right? Like so, myths, legends, storytelling. Also, you try and stop 250 kids from retelling a myth, right? It's gonna happen. Anyway, so everything used to be fine, and now everything has been not fine for many generations, right? And now these let's call them the Darksiders, I don't know, have come to destroy all of us, apparently.
Okay.
So as much as we'd like to go with you, we've also lived here and we've built a community for ourselves. So like we'd like to stay, if possible.
Question for you.
Yeah.
These Darksiders, as you call them.
Let's say Sith.
Did you have any prior knowledge of them prior to them coming and trying to take your planet from you?
You're not going to get another flashback.
No, of course. But I have to know. Do you have any was there a plan for did it pop out of nowhere, or was there some you better not go over there because there's some darkness?
Oh, I see. Like, did they live on this planet?
Right. Did they show up out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Or they also
The out of nowhere.
Okay.
That's the thing. Yeah. And then they said we had about a week, and then within that week we had a strange message, delivered the coin, said we should contact you. You could rescue our kids. So that's where we are.
You know what the problem is? It's all the sand. Yeah. They probably don't like it. It's coarse. It gets everywhere. Really just can't. Yeah. I can understand why they're. In the meantime, though, we gotta figure out. So we have potentially we've got some more taxis on the way to help gather some people. But in the meantime, we gotta keep everybody safe. So that's why we're asking if maybe there's a large hall, meeting hall or somewhere that we could all gather in the meantime until our friends arrive.
I mean, we do have some meeting spaces and stuff. There's quite a lot of us, so we don't necessarily have an indoor space. We usually gather outside. In a Lollapalooza style, outdoor, like a Burning Man type.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It gets really dirty and disgusting, and then we just leave all that garbage. But yeah, we don't have an indoor space, but we have a couple of different places that are large, so we could break ourselves up if you'd like to.
Okay, maybe that would be easier.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll gather in our groups and we'll stay nice and quiet, nice and safe, and then our friends will arrive, and then we'll
awesome.
take the kids on the bus.
She turns to her two associates and she explains to them what you just explained, and they begin to take the children back down the ladders and into various indoor chambers and things like that in preparation, like you said. Shortly thereafter, taxis begin to arrive.
You guys are here!
We have 252. We've been texting this entire time.
I can't wait for you to check the group chat.
252 individually packaged scoops.
God damn it.
It's okay, we will post the group chat.
We also have.
Where?
We have.
The balloons!
Oh, I have balloons. We have balloons. We stopped at the Party City Planet to get some balloons for the kids.
Yeah. They say we're not kid friendly.
Kids' birthday party!
Oh, I'm What's your name? What's your name?
Piss and fire.
Oh, also Renaissance needs to get her anal glands expressed.
It's gonna be a long weekend.
All right.
Lord Pen, did you wish the birthday girl a happy birthday?
Yeah, where's the birthday
Is
girl?
it a girl or?
Where's the birthday girl?
Are you talking to who are you talking to?
I'm talking to everybody gathered here. Whose birthday is it, children?
Wait, hold on.
All the children were sent back down into the cabin.
I was just gonna say, where are we?
Party I've ever been to.
Jim Daddy, where are we?
I'm here.
Where are we?
What planet are you on?
No, like, what is happening?
Fly.
I don't see children. And gelato. Lice is confused.
Great. Shut up. You've all arrived here on the edge of the canyon shortly after all the children have been sent away. Okay? You've got a whole lot of gelato that's starting to melt quickly in the heat of the desert.
No, it's not. It's in Renaissance. We're fine. She's kind of
it's
controlled.
doing fabulously. But as you gather and you reconnect and you talk, and this feels like a great picnic, like company picnic situation.
Kid's birthday party.
A small vessel arrives through the atmosphere and lands nearby. The vessel is sort of triangular in shape. It is all black on the outside.
Oh my god.
And as it lands, it extends a massive awning out over top of it, shading the ground. And then from out of the vessel steps a 6'5".
I turned invisible and I'm holding him so he's invisible too.
Yeah, easy.
Is this so nobody sees his massive erection?
Correct.
A 6'5" elf in a black cloak with red trim steps out into the shaded area made by the awning on this ship and greets you all with a slow, solemn bow, and then proceeds to say, "Good afternoon to all of you. I am very pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Lon Vane, and I am the CEO of the Penumbra Corporation. We at Penumbra are delighted to make this world our next acquisition as we transform it from the barren rock that you see before you to a lush, verdant, and green planet that can support life forms of all kinds. I know that you weren't here about a week ago when my associates approached the locals, but I just wanted to make sure that you were aware that in just a few hours, we will begin our transformation, and it would be to your benefit to, how should we say, make yourself scarce. I can't be held responsible, and neither can Penumbra Corporation, LLC, for what might happen should you still be on the surface once our operations commence.
Who talks back to the monologue first?
Oh, sure.
Who's doing it?
I wanted to.
No. Establish that.
No.
Just straight the fuck up now, man. Can't have it. People already live here, you know.
Ah, yes. Well, you see, and he reaches into his cloak and produces a parchment that is very old, like withered and rumpled, and with great care he unrolls it. He's like, as you can see, approximately 500 years ago, the Penumbra Corporation began our process of reclamation on this world. We introduced acid rain to the environment, and it's all quid pro quo, you know legalese. I don't want to bore you with the details, but I really appreciate you being here. I understand the locals might have called you for some assistance. If you would like to render that assistance by removing them from the planet, that would be fine. Between you and I, they are welcome to stay as well.
I know it's a birthday party, but who brought this lame ass clown?
Burn.
Roll for damage.
That's a lot.
Too much for a joke, isn't it?
Too much for a joke.
Give it a pale
Um,
No, I'm against this, dude.
Yeah, I mean, anytime, you know how I feel about unions. I can't, I'm not crossing the picket line on the union thing. My hands are a little tight, but the principles here, I gotta be against.
CEO.
Get out.
What?
I'm not a principal, I'm a CEO.
Get out.
CEO.
What?
Chief Executive Officer.
What?
Yeah, but sir, I have to ask you, what is your opinion on the unions?
We have, well, I will say, having been with Penumbra for quite some time, I can say that we would not have made it as far as we have if we weren't able to call upon the resources of all of our drow, duergar, driver friends.
That's all the deeds.
We do at Penumbra love the deep. So I am pro-union in certain circumstances. However, we are.
I'm gonna do a vibe check.
Oh yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah, that's gonna work. Can you see out of those goggles?
Very sad,
You got an 11? Yeah. This guy seems like a good businessman. He's good business. He's got a really nice outfit. It seems well tailored. At this point,
If Tony Danza were here,
Do we want to check in with Tony
he'd know what
Danza?
to do.
I think it's been an hour. I think Tony Danza's arrived. Unless Tony Danza hasn't arrived.
We didn't stop.
We can check in with him if you want to.
What's going on with Tony Danza? Real quick, this is a quick sidebar.
If Tony
You
Danza
still
were
get
here,
his fucking haircut? Oh no! Oh no! Tony Danza wanted the sunset in gelato! Tony Danza!
My Way by Frank
He
Sinatra.
did it his way.
One single tear.
Wow. Amazing.
All right, let's go do this.
Alright. So Tony Danza will be here in about 2 minutes.
That's not right. You can't just take this planet from these folks and like run them out by vampires and stuff.
Space vampires.
Space vampires, yes.
Everything's more terrifying when you have space in front of it.
I know that.
Well, I appreciate your opinion, but it is your opinion after all, and I do have a contract and workers to move and mouths to feed. In fact, so
That's ominous.
If
The
you-
contract's still stated in a way that.
no, he's put it back.
Yeah, the contract's like, 500 years old. Like, I've got intestinal troubles older than that.
I spent time in a class.
I don't know how to test.
That seems dubious. Go ahead and make stealth rolls, both of you.
Well, I have the invisibility where
Yeah, I
if
get
I
that.
touch somebody, they are also invisible, and anybody they touch.
I get that. You have advantage to stealth checks on
Okay.
that, but that doesn't mean that you are.
When we snuck away.
Yeah, you snuck away and you tried to gather up 250 children.
And I got a 10.
That's 25.
25 children.
That's just math.
That's 25 kids
I
at
mean,
least.
part of it was also me protecting the children.
I don't think it was very stealthy at all, honestly.
Did you do an inspiration?
Oh, sure, I did. I had inspiration with that.
doing activities. We're definitely not as stealthy as you might seem. And as he's talking to the rest of the group, you guys see two driders come from out of the spaceship behind him. Driders. Oh.
What do they look like?
You don't know what a drider is? Well, let me explain. You see, when the Spider Queen Loth puts a drow through the trials, so this is not a flashback, this is just facts. When they do it, if that drow passes the trials, they go on to become an elevated member of the drow. And if they fail the trials, they become an outcast servant of Loth, and they become a half drow, half spider monstrosity, nightmare, hellish thing. And that is what comes out of the ship on either side of the CEO at this point.
But how tall are they?
They are like 9 feet tall.
Jesus Christ! Oh, this is my heart.
How tall are you?
Like 6'5". 6'5".
Don't worry.
Yeah, that's too close to a horse. I'm sorry, that's too close to a horse. I can't do this.
Get on his shoulders.
So there's two large riders on either side of this guy at this point, and they start to move out from underneath the shape.
What the?
Because unlike the vampire, they are disadvantaged by being in the light, but they are not like harmed by it. And so they begin to sort of like move around your position and back into the direction of where like these 250 children are being loaded onto.
Fucking A.
Gosh, darn it.
Yeah.
A little child?
Can I spray it with color?
Alright,
I'm just gonna spray it
Yeah,
with
let's do
color.
a black and red color scheme because they seem to go.
Is there anything,
can I try persuasion?
Yeah. What are you persuading?
Him to not do that. Not destroy the planet
Oh.
for a start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You roll a persuasion check, and then you're gonna have to make a hell of a speech.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
19 plus 9.
So, somewhere in this speech, you have to work in whatever.
Alright, this is my
Whatever
bardic
that said.
inspiration. Let's go. Alright.
We got this.
Yep.
I feel like
Yep.
now this is happening, we should have
All right.
advantage to moving
We
these
need
things.
another one?
Nope. There's still one. Here we are.
It has been
I'm still thinking
500 years since you began your so-called grand plan. And in that time, what kind of communication have you had with these people? Nothing. You waited until a week ago. A week ago. All right? I have forgotten laundry at the dry cleaner for more than a week, okay?
I hope that was it.
You had a lot of time to plan this. You have not communicated with these people even though you have already taken action. And they have built a life in those 500 years. Generations have gone by. And you're like me, you got these weird pointy ears. I don't know why. But we can live for a really long time. And I know 500 years feels like high school to the two of us. But these people have had whole lifespans.
Yep.
Courtesy pays. There you go.
Courtesy.
Courtesy pays. And what was that other one? Hold on.
Right.
That one. Yeah, thank you. And you should enhance your karma. Be kind to everyone you encounter. Everyone, everyone in your company.
Because
And
courtesy
everyone on this
pays.
planet, they should have a say in what happens here too. Because you didn't take initiative sooner.
Yeah!
Do what?
Well,
Do what?
That's not a lot of time for a kid's party.
do whatever it is you decide to do. I'll give you 1 hour and 1/2. And then we will proceed. I don't know if you've seen it up in the sky. That disc that's slowly blocking out the sun, that's ours.
So that's not a natural phenomenon. That's been manipulated.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You had me at courtesy, but the fact that you just thought that all of this was coincidence there for a second.
Intelligence was my don't say.
I thought it was a coincidence too. It's pretty easy.
I mean, I thought you guys were good at timing, but you have shown me time and time again you're really not good at timing.
I'm gonna give you 1 hour straight, okay?
No,
it's down. You were doing so well, but now we're down to 1 hour because I literally don't have time for this and I'm hungry. So,
And now there's urgency. Come on.
well, we were dealing with other planets during that 500 years.
And you couldn't have taken the time to work with these nice people.
Well, we're gonna work with them a lot in about an hour. So you have an hour. We will either see you back here then in the dark, or hopefully for you, not. But thank you so much for your time. The Penumbra Corporation thanks you. Remember, if you have any planetary reclamation needs, please call Penumbra anytime. He doesn't have a hat. I don't know why I just did that.
Thank you, Vamp Daddy.
As his riders begin to pull back and he begins to turn to go.
As he turns to go, I'm going to throw a magic missile at each one of us.
I was gonna say 60 minutes, enough time to kick their asses.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Woo!
All right.
Wait, did you just initiate combat?
Of course I did.
Oh, fucking A.
Alright.
The old woman.
We still have to get the kids on the Saturday.
We're done.
No, how long does it take to get 250 kids out of the school?
Okay, so I actually made a little poll with your legs. I don't know if I can.
Alright, so I'm gonna need all of you to roll for initiative. Okay. And when we come back from our next intermission, we will beat the shit out of some. Somebody's
gonna get the shit out.
And we're back. Thank you for sticking in for Act 2. This is the second intermission wherein I said some other stuff, and so I'm going to say some other stuff to you. For all the information about future episodes and recordings of past episodes, you can visit our website, www.planartaxi.com. It's got tickets, so if you're in the Baltimore area and you want to come to one of our monthly live shows, you can get your tickets through our website right there. You can also find out dates for all of our future shows. You can get links to the podcasts, videos like this, merchandise, and things like that, all up on our website. You can also follow us on all of our social medias. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we're on TikTok for some strange reason. But yeah, check us out all of those places. I'm going to give another big shout out to all of our vendors for Episode 2. Episode 2, we had Bank Street Button Company doing custom buttons in our lobby. We had Silk and Bones Studio. Check them out on Instagram. The dice are beautiful, gorgeous. I have several sets. And we also had Lorraine Imwold, who's a cast member, but who also does custom silkscreen printing and other art and stuff. She had made us these amazing t-shirts, and she continues to make amazing t-shirts for us. So check out future amazing t-shirts and artwork coming from Lorraine in future episodes. But check all those artists out on their Instagrams, on their Facebook profiles, and things like that. Some of them are on TikTok as well. But please support them because they support us. We couldn't do it without them. So yeah, that is all I have to say. Thank you so much for sticking around. Enjoy the final act of Episode 2, Penumbra.
And a couple of guys who were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared. Said, "You little bitty hockey, over there." I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate exploded and the dice disappeared. Then again, I can say that this cab was hit with a ball man forget. Go home, yeah! I pulled up to a house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the daddy. home, see you later. My kingdom, I was finally there. Sit on my throne, I'm the Prince of Bel-Air.
See you later was the height of comedy. That's the funniest thing I've ever.
Bring it back.
Smell you later. I hate it. I'm gonna start doing it all the time.
Alrighty. Okay, so just for the purposes of the audience hearing what your initiatives were, can we go down the line and you tell us again what your initiatives were?
25.
I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
4.
20 again?
4.
Was it?
That's number
You gotta
4.
tell me.
17.
17 for the license.
10.
10 for Mira.
A modest 16.
Modest 16.
A birthday.
You're 17.
Right, when she thought that she was gonna have go first.
My dex mod is plus 2.
Alright. And Tony Danza is not yet present.
Correct.
Neither is Shira, so we will have to wait to see what happens if and when they join the chat.
Get it right now.
Alright, I have made rolls during our time away. Gideon, sit down.
It's bringing us chocolate.
You're not supposed to just give out the chocolate.
Well, if it isn't a worker seizing the means of production. Also,
Thank you, Gideon.
Alright. So during the break, I made initiative rolls for everybody else, but I'm not gonna fucking tell you what they are. Everybody else sucks. There you go. Alrighty. So, be in the cast. Please don't hit that. Every single time.
Dexterity is amazing.
Honestly, I think this should be inspiration.
Why don't you just throw this in your face?
That's mean. That's not fair.
You can each trade with Gideon.
Right
Last time in the
Everybody was excited
evil
about your
mean. I'm
union.
gonna
Then
each
you were
face
sitting
it.
there, and then
It's
all of a
one or
sudden
the other.
You were like, hey, all right.
We're okay getting it.
So
I'll go get some
you
more.
cast magic missile on these 3 folks.
Yes, Midnight!
All right. Did you roll to hit?
Yes, I don't roll to hit. It's magic missile.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
I rolled for a damage. 5, 5, and 4.
5, 5, and 4.
Yep.
All right. Well, then we'll start a tally. Which one's which? I want to say which one's which.
The vampire gets 5, and then a 5 and a 4.
Okay. 5, 5, and 4. Okay, great. Got it. Gideon, I'm really going to need you to sit down.
Okay.
Please.
I'm doing my work. Well.
Please go sit down.
I'm kidding.
Thank you, Gideon.
Thank you, Gideon.
All right.
But it tastes so sweet.
Rest and rain. All right. So that's 5, 5, and 4. They get hit, struck from behind, and they are surprised. I know, right? Surprising. So with that, Lou, with that massive 25 initiative.
Real quick,
Yeah.
before I make a move, could you describe their ship for me?
Yeah. Their ship is it's boxy. It's like a large triangle, but like a thick cake of triangle.
Oh,
Does that
ugly
make
as
sense?
hell. Yeah.
You're talking about
I wouldn't put something like that in my fleet. Okay.
Yeah.
To my best approximation,
Yeah.
of where the engine might be on this vehicle, I would like to cast the Shatter spell.
Oh, that's that blue lot.
Okay.
Hear how surprised everyone is when we do some actual D&D in this show.
Wait a minute.
These guys aren't full of bullshit. What? Yeah, great.
No, this is a dress rehearsal.
So with Shatter,
So the object
Yep.
makes a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
right?
And takes 3d8 thunder damage.
Okay. Somebody else roll me a d20. Who hasn't rolled a d20?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
It's disadvantage, so there's 2 rolls.
Oh, I get 2?
Yes.
I get 2 rolls or just 1?
I think we really have to do a roll of deception check.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I got a 9 and a 19.
Okay, so disadvantage.
That's bad for
So
me.
the ship
Oh,
is not.
never mind.
The ship has to beat a 15.
It's 9.
The ship has to beat a 15.
And it does not.
I don't know what the constitution of a ship
You don't know what the
is.
ship is made out of.
Yes, actually, I think you
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the ship does fail that Constitution save.
So here comes 3d8 thunder damage.
What you know about thunder damage, Brad?
That's
I know a lot about thunder damage.
13 damage.
13. All right. The center of the ship, right? So like this triangular like shape, right here in the center would be like the nerve center of where the engineering and bits and stuff are. So that's sort of like where you focus your spell. So from the center of the ship, radiating out, you watch as this pulse wave that like literally like moves through the air and like does that sort of like, oh god, there's a wave in the air kind of thing, that we call in science waves in the air. It shakes the whole of the ship, and you start to see steam like pouring out of certain vents and things like this and stuff like that. It definitely rocks the ship and any inhabitants that are inside of it. It's not going great for the ship.
Bada boom!
Nice. Cool. And then up next with we've got our dual 17s. We've got Blorkin and we've got Lysithia.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah!
Okay, go first.
Alright! I would like to summon my arms of the astral self using a key point to do so.
Can I
Each creature of choice that I can see within 10 feet of me. How close? Can I get that close to them?
You can get that close to them.
I'm gonna get that fucking close to them. They've got to succeed on a dex saving throw.
Yep.
DC 15.
That's not it. Yeah. That die is not happening anymore. They all every single one of you.
I have some better ones for sale outside.
But not for the GM.
$100 each.
This is one of the ones I bought from you.
Betrayal.
It's lovely. I adore it. But it hates me right now. Yeah, so they all fail.
So they are each taking 4 damage.
Nice.
Force damage.
Or force damage.
Yep.
Great. That's gonna work.
Okay, that was my bonus action, and now I'm going to.
Okay, Lord. You better work.
Hold on, I gotta hit this key point, so wherever the fuck that is. Key point, where are you? There you are, my friend. Okie dokes. So I would now like to arms of the astral self melee attack these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Real quick. How the natural 20. 28 to hit. That's 5 naturals.
It's in the log. It's
That hits.
It's factual. I could
It is.
I can show you the law.
Yeah, it's in that one you did.
So that is 12.
Up to you. I'm about
Um,
to up to you.
Okay.
I don't know if it does whatever. I don't know. Do I get a bonus for that 20 on damage thing? Right?
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah, you roll.
Yeah, it's
It's a crit. You roll double damage.
So is that 12? That's 24.
Sure.
I'm gonna try and do that again because I get 2 attacks.
Okay.
Oh yeah, how about 24 to hit?
Oh, yeah.
That's a dirty 24.
It's a dirty 24.
Just to be clear, that first attack was on which one?
Oh, the CEO of Pay.
Yeah. That's what I figured. I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
Just because you said you were going to attack these folks, I wanted to make sure I knew which folks specifically you were doing.
And then that's 5 more damage.
5 more damage to the same. You also to the CEO?
Yeah.
Okay. You act like I'm supposed to know who you're throwing arms at.
There is a person who is blocking out a star. Lorcan only wants this person dead.
Can we?
Okay.
It is an
Can we get a
offense
recalibration
against God.
of the battlefield for a moment?
What?
Why? What did I do wrong?
No, you did it wrong. Like, what are you hitting?
I'm hitting the CEO.
Oh, okay.
You can hit more CEOs.
I'm back.
Okay, great. Lycidian.
How's it going?
I mean, it's going great. This vampire's getting his ass beat.
Yeah, no, that's gonna keep happening, I hope.
Oh.
So, y'all remember the sword that I've been carrying around for the last 2 sessions?
Yeah, I do.
Not familiar.
It's a sun blade.
Woo!
Alright, friends. I don't feel like roll for me.
If you would like. A 5. You may
Okay, so I got a 9, so do it again.
Okay. 12, so 17.
Does a 16 hit?
16.
You're trying to hit the CEO?
Yeah.
Okay. A 16 hits.
Alright. So I get to roll for double damage.
So I also want to point out to the audience that a sunblade is not illuminated until the wielder like picks it up and like.
Oh yeah, so it's a lightsaber.
Yes.
Yeah!
So none of these like night-loving folks would have known that there was this giant sunblade happening until Lycidian decided to whip it out.
So is this your thing?
I don't usually like to whip it out. Alright, so that was 6, and then I get to roll 10, so that was 16 damage.
16 total?
Yep.
Nice. Oof.
And with that, I'm going to use one of my warlock abilities to just kind of move away quickly. Or I can do move. Yeah, I'm gonna do movement 30 feet. I'm gonna then use my. I had to move to get to him, right? And I'm just gonna teleport back away. I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm new to this hero thing.
Yeah.
I'm brave until I'm not. So I just hit him with an anti-vampire sword and then ran away.
Let me ask you a quick question. After you hit him with your anti-vampire sword, does your anti-vampire sword stay lit?
Yes.
Great. That's gonna be a problem for him.
Because also it's not a packed weapon.
Just saying. Oh yeah. All right. So coming up next, we're still in Hero Land so far. We have Unamar Olaria.
Oh shit. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is inspire Lycidian.
Yeah.
A little bit. With my special die.
Oh my god!
So the next turn, add that to your attack. Ooh, alright. Because we're probably gonna need to finish that bitch off. And then I'm going to perform vicious mockery on the CEO. don't know. You made me think I did.
It's a 6-degree burn.
6-degree burn.
Thank you.
Wow.
Made me think I didn't know that was true.
Amazing. Okay. Ouch. These shoes.
Well, of course.
Not my shoes. I'm surprised they let you in here with those shoes.
All
right. So, is that everything?
Yeah, that's everything. Yeah.
You good? Okay. Now we're moving on to our first villain. I know, right?
Yeah.
From within the ship, come running two. If you've seen any of our flashbacks, two familiar half-orc women.
These ladies suck.
And both of them are carrying crossbows. And they're both gonna come out here and they're gonna fire their crossbows at whoever they see. So the first shot they're gonna make is at Lou for breaking their ship. So
Come on.
That was a natural 20, Lou.
No!
That die was provided by Kate, Shugabum Studio. That natural 20.
You were like, oh, it's not doing well for me.
I know, right?
I'm gonna play. She controls the die.
What do you got?
I'm gonna play my fortune cookie that says, "Don't let the statistics do a number on you."
Wow.
What?
I love this. So here's what I'm gonna do. Rather than re-roll that die on this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this fortune over, and the first number of the lucky numbers.
Oh yes.
That's what I get.
Okay.
It's a 2. So I'm assuming a 2 doesn't hit.
It does not.
Great. So that first shot doesn't take. The second half orc is gonna fire her crossbow at Knick-Knack.
What? That's a
Small?
precision shot.
It is a precision shot,
Very precision.
but with all the shells that Knick-Knack's throwing out, it's very visible.
Oh, shut up, Peanut. Yeah, Peanut.
That's a 2.
Aw, I'm so quick and I run and I dodge.
All right. So neither of those hit, and both of these half-orcs run all the way up to the edge of the shade. So they are within melee distance now of Blorkin, and then they are not too far away from the rest of you. Okay? And Lysithian. Like, both Lysithian and Blorkin had to get in melee range of the vampire, so you are...
You teleport away.
You teleported away?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're no longer in melee range, but Blorkin is, right? But they are right on the edge of where the shadow is being cast to keep them safe. For the time being. Next up is somebody else. No.
Another bad guy?
No.
Brad, how far away is Tony Danza?
Tony Danza is at the end of this round.
Oh.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Tony Danza is a full 6 seconds away.
All right.
I feel like Nashira's also on the way to get a gelato.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
While it's taking
the 2 Driders, they got hit in the back with the magic missiles, have turned around now, and they are displeased.
Aww.
That's fair.
Both of them, because standing tall and being a half spider person is not threatening enough. They also carry rapiers.
Good God.
Wow.
I know, right?
I mean, it's hot, but it's not hot.
But look at that hair. Look at that hair.
Everything. Oh, but that is hot. That is very hot.
So one of the drivers is coming up to Knick-Knack.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Take a swipe at Knick-Knack. Where's my dice?
Do I have enough hand?
That is an 18 to hit.
Oh, that'll.
direction.
Alright.
That creature is, you tell someone at least once a day that they're sad the border's closed.
And that is 11 slashing damage.
Alright, I'm gonna use my dodge, and I'm gonna reduce my damage by 1d6 plus 3.
Okay.
Somehow. Where's the dice thing? There it is. Well, thank you. 1d6. Roll. Ooh, -8.
-8, so
Yep.
3 damage.
Thank you.
Nice.
Nice.
The other Drider is coming right up to Blorkin.
Oh, fuck. Bring it.
Turn it around, and it's gonna try a bite attack on Blorkin.
Yeah, right.
11 to hit.
16, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
So it's Blorkin's hard to shoot, man.
I mean, you can't get a.
And
You
he's trying to
can't
fight.
get a.
It's like Spider.
Can't get a purchase.
Yeah,
It's got a sword.
it's not smart, man.
Like if it tried to like.
Its bite is
scare you,
poisonous. It's trying to do
just
this.
move
And
your
let's tell you, man.
weirdness around
Look,
it.
it was bad.
I've been to the Criterion Collection some borders before.
That's exactly where this thing
Right,
hangs
it's
out.
poisonous. Oh,
You're
I know.
absolutely right. Alright, and
Little pork chop.
with that, we have arrived at Mira.
Yes.
So I'm currently very far away from the action because I'm trying to load kids on Uno's ship,
Correct. The Renaissance World Tour.
the Renaissance World Tour. Give it the honor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a color spray
Yeah.
of like black.
At who or what?
No, just like sort of like a wall of color, like spray, like that big mist of color. Like if you were like to imagine, like I'm just like, whoosh, there's a big black wall, like disguising us further
Okay.
from everyone's
Alright.
view.
Okay.
Because I'm like over there and I can't actually physically like fight these people right now, but I am I'm like with the kids, like get on the bus, shit's going down.
Okay. So there's a dazzling.
There's ice cream up there. Get up there.
So there's a
Gelato.
dazzling array of like of colored light springs from your hand. Very much like the X-Men Dazzler. Yeah, I know. And it just sort of like in the air, all different colors, like a little mini like fireworks display.
Super confusing for everybody involved.
Totally, right? These kids are like, ooh.
That's how powerful it is. I'm confused.
Next time we'll attach it. No, that wasn't your fault. Amazing. Okay. And so you effectively like blind anybody who is like trying to look in that direction with like
Yes,
these fires.
right. They can't see us.
Gotcha. And then you continue on loading children.
Loading children.
No, yeah, you and Liam Neeson are taking all the kids. Got it. So
It seems like you haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that movie.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that Liam Neeson steals a bunch of children.
He has a very particular set of skills, and it's kidnapping children. That is his skill.
I'll let you never seen High Spirits.
That's Rob Roy was
Really?
all right.
I know exactly what you're talking
I'm
about.
like full on like captain hooking these kids. That's what's happening.
Okay, so you're in drag and playing piano with your book. Is that
Right, that's what I'm doing. Like,
Bob
we're gonna have a baseball.
Hoskins or Christopher Walken?
We're gonna have a baseball game.
Or original animated.
Oh no, it's not Bob Hoskins.
All right.
Sweet.
So it is now the CEO's turn.
Is he still alive?
He is.
Well.
He's pretty good. Yeah, since Blorkin's standing right there, he's gonna go ahead and make an unarmed attack. And he's pretty freaking strong. On Blorkin here. So we'll see how this goes.
Oh god.
Fingers crossed, everybody.
Well, right before you say what you're gonna do, I'm gonna use my cutting words to remind him how bad that shoe kick combination is. Because bitch, what?
What color are his shoes?
Yeah, what color are these shoes? We never asked.
Where are they on that?
We can roll for color of shoes.
They are an unfortunate.
He's got the vibe of a guy who wears shoes.
They're like dark green.
I got 8. I got an 8, a D8. Here we go.
So, hold on. Yeah, okay.
So it's a 5. So I'm gonna call that lime green.
Paired with a black and red ensemble.
Here's the thing. Not to stand up for the bad guy or anything, but when you live your life in the dark, like
No mirrors.
there's no mirrors either. Like getting dressed in the dark, like you know what it's like daylight savings time. Like you can't see what the hell you're doing, right?
Can
You're-
see in the dark?
You're lucky that his underwear are on the inside and that he didn't walk out over the outside.
Is underwear on the inside?
Maybe
You're not supposed to put your underwear inside.
So I'm assuming that Jay. So I'm assuming that gives him disadvantage.
100% it's a disadvantage.
Great.
Because it's actually the wrong color.
All right. So then he is still hitting for 14 against
16?
Gorkin. It's not gonna hit. Damn it! These shoes were a bad choice. Yeah, but he does get to make a second attack, and so he's going to, and he is going to target Lou, and he is going to attempt to charm Lou.
Oh no! I'm so easily charmed.
He's 6'5".
Not those shoes.
So, the vampire targets a humanoid creature within 30 feet of it. If the target can see the vampire, the target must succeed on a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw against this magic or be charmed by the vampire.
All right.
But, Lou, you are hearing it.
That's true. That is correct.
You have Fey ancestry.
I am of the Fae. That is correct.
What does that mean?
It means I have advantage against
Being
charm.
charmed. Right? So, you need to succeed on a DC 17 Wisdom save, but you have advantage on making that save.
All right.
You got this,
Pair
Lou.
of shoes.
We believe in you.
All right, first one's a 12. Not great, not great. Let's see the
Make it
second
better,
one.
make it better.
Could be worse.
Oh, not so good, not so good. That's a 7 on the second one. The sad collective.
So,
Only say you once.
Lou, meet your new best friend. The
I mean,
CEO of Penumbra.
the man stands up for the unions.
He does. He believes in the union. Lou, you are going to regard this vampire as a trusted friend.
Oh, good.
To be heeded and protected.
Yes.
Although you are not under the vampire's control, you do take the vampire's requests or actions in the most favorable way you can, and you are a willing target if the vampire chooses to bite you.
Okay.
That sounds hot. I mean,
Right?
can we switch?
Each time the vampire or the vampire's companions do anything harmful to you, you can repeat the saving throw, and you can end the effect on yourself if you're successful. Otherwise, the effect lasts 24 hours, or until the vampire is destroyed.
Okay.
We got this. Lou, we got you.
Side note, if you banish the vampire to a different plane of existence, the effect also wears off.
Oh.
In case anybody's got that.
Yeah, at 5th level, we got
Big
advantage
man.
spells already.
Essex.
Not Essex.
So, the next person that you see trying to harm the vampire,
Yes.
you are not going to take that kind.
I won't.
I know.
You're correct.
I'm aware. All right.
Is that like he gets sort of a paladin protection thingy, like attitude?
And also, what is the nature?
That it essentially means that like Lou's on the vampire.
He's
side.
my buddy. I gotta help my buddy.
Yeah.
Alright?
When
He's
a
my pal.
paladin,
I hope.
like
Yeah.
somebody gets attacked, they get a free attack on the
No.
person attacking them?
No. He doesn't.
Okay.
No, he's not getting any free attacks or bonus attacks.
Oh, okay.
He's just when it's his turn, he's gonna
I have been commanded
try and help.
to help out this vampire.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Now we are back to Knick Knack.
All right.
Whoa.
No.
Oh, no.
Knick Knack's the bottom of the round.
Yeah, Tony Danza.
Tony Danza.
Knick-knack is the bottom of the round.
And we get to Tony
my
Danza.
old lady friend.
Your old lady friend.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She got a tattoo.
What's
She's
she-
here and
what's
she's
your
ready
role for
to-
initiative? What was her initiative roll?
It was
Of your old lady friend.
Roll initiative.
Looks like it was 16. She should have gone a long time ago.
It's 16. I just
Your old lady friend. By your old lady friend, you must mean Aaliyah Oakbottom, who is a halfling cleric of Lythander, god of light.
This is why you take old people to get tattoos.
I'm going down on
That's
her.
right.
It looks great on their papery flesh.
That's right. Aaliyah, in her
Oak bottom.
in her oak bottom state, she casts daylight. Lythander, god of light, and she says, "Oh Lythander, you have served me well these many years, and I, your humble servant, am prepared to get your visage tattooed on my ass cheeks. Please
On the
grant
oak
your
bottom.
servants help in their time of need." And a sphere of brightness, a mini sun appears in the midst of the shaded area, blotting out all shade effect whatsoever, and causing immediate pain to all of these creatures inside the shade. There is now no rest for the wicked, as sunlight is everywhere.
Do they get disadvantage rolls?
They have disadvantage on pretty much everything.
Good call, board.
But they also take radiant damage at the top of their turns because they are in sunlight.
You know, money don't grow on trees.
But sunlight does.
Got bills to pay. Got mouths to feed.
Alright, so we're at the bottom of the round, and it is knick-knack.
All right. I'm going to cast Shatter on the vampire. Constitution save 14.
We can do that. Can't do that. Come on, don't I have good stuff? Man.
Oh, those shoes.
No way.
Yeah, those shoes. Bringing out those shoes.
Shoes. Sorry.
Those are ugly
I got a
shoes.
10. I got a 10.
Take 16 damage. I'm going to quicken a spell and throw a witch bolt at him too.
What?
Which bullet?
A witch bolt.
A witch bullet.
Hey.
Sorry, the first amount of damage
bolt.
again. 16 damage and then witch bolt.
Witch bolt.
Which there is, I do think
Which one?
All right.
Yeah, I'd go for that one.
Knick-knack, I have some bad news for you.
Oh no.
Wait, we're not done yet.
That's my friend over there, and I'm going to use the shield spell to protect my new friend.
Oh, there was a positive.
So, increasing his armor class by 5.
Holy
So
shit.
fun.
Okay.
Here we go.
This is fun.
Come on, D&D Beyond. That's not going to do it. 17.
17 to hit,
Yeah.
but I now have an armor class plus 5, you said?
That's correct. That is the shield
My
spell.
armor class is higher than that. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's pretty freaking high.
Hold on.
How long is the shield going to last, or is it just a one-time?
It's just the next until the start of your next turn.
Got it. Okay. Cool. So you missed with witch bolt.
All right.
Is that everything you got?
Yeah, but it gets to stay. I get to hit him every single time.
Oh,
It's good.
this.
All right.
Yeah,
Just gotta think about it a lot.
I'm good. I'm thinking it's everything.
She does.
You got it.
How far away from him am I?
You're probably like you haven't moved in for melee at any point. So at this point you're probably like 15 to 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm cool.
Okay.
Hey Lou, how long does your shield last?
Till the start of my
Till
turn.
the start of your turn or my turn?
I think it's my turn.
Okay. So at this point we reached the end of the first round of combat.
That was 6 seconds, folks.
That was 6 whole seconds.
Longest 6 seconds of his life.
And if there's anybody else who happen to be traveling on their way here, now would be a good time for you to show up.
Yeah, so I am in the atmosphere in my cab, about to land. I want to do an investigation. I see, I can see kind of the melee happening on the ground. I'd like to do an investigation check to see which one of these fucks ruined my Sunday. And if I can tell who that is, I'm landing my taxi on them.
There's 250 children.
I thought they were in the cavern.
They're in my cab. Wait, they're in my cab.
So, no. So there's very clearly at this point there's a vampire and like these driders and then these like half orcs, like all the people who are very clearly not on your side. They are the ones who have ruined your Sunday.
I'm landing the cab on that vampire.
I will point out real quick that there is a sunshade that has extended from their ship, so you're effectively going to have to land on the edge of their ship in order to also land on them.
It's parallel parking in New York, Tony. You got this.
Tony, we're having a birthday party for a kid. Kill a vampire.
I'll take those odds. I'll do that.
So I'm going to need you to roll for me a
auto mechanic
check.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's my favorite made-up check.
Yep.
Let's go!
God damn! I'll put my shirt back on. I apologize.
So it's Tony's birthday.
I got excited.
You don't apologize.
I got excited.
Never apologize for hulking out like that. That was startling, but awesome.
Canonically, Tony has ruined his new suit.
Absolutely.
No, the suit jacket's still on. You just tore the undershirt.
All right. So, Tony, you bring your taxi in for a landing. You navigate just very deftly in there. You manage to knock over both driders as you come in for a landing.
And that's a spider type creature?
Those are the big spider type creatures. Yeah, you hit them out of the way. They're knocked about 10 feet back, both of them. And you bring your cab right in and smash right alongside the CEO. I'm gonna need you roll me. Oh goodness gracious! Let's do this. Let's do this the only way I know how. Right? With a nat 20, I'm gonna ask you to roll me a D100.
Okay.
So here we go. Yep. Or you
10.
That's disappointing. But
that's a real bummer.
It's okay. It's okay.
I ruined my shirt for that.
That was good. So you smash these two driders out of the way. And you smack right into the CEO, pitting him up against the side of his ship. And you do 10 bludgeoning damage to him in the process. But he is also restrained now in between your cab and his ship.
I'll take that. Great. Great.
Listen to that golf clap. That's amazing.
It's hard to follow up the natural.
Really underwhelming.
Sorry, I mean,
I got so excited.
the reaction is underwhelming. It was pretty good. But wait for it, because you're here now.
Right. Should I roll for initiative?
Yeah, roll me initiative.
Okay.
And then at this point, I'm going to ask, is anybody else joining this fight?
Yeah, I opened a shadow portal to come get my gelato.
I rolled an 18, Brad.
Where does the shadow portal open?
Yeah, well, it's two ends. So.
No.
Where on the battlefield?
Where on the battlefield?
Oh, yeah.
Like, where do you want to show up?
Do you want to show up exactly where the gelato is? Because that's inside his ship.
And
But that's for the children.
Well, they're not going to be with the Germano. You know that, right?
No, but I
We're not.
think they'll show up next to Uno and then ask Uno to go get it.
That sounds about right.
So Uno, as you stand there in the middle of this fight, a literal black hole, right, like just materializes next to you. Its edges are just stop it. Its edges like just cackle with like magic and sparks, but the interior is like a purple swirling void, right? And out of this purple swirling void steps Nashira, hungover and pissed off, and she asks you,
Where's my gelato?
Has she ever left the office?
It's in the kitchen. Like, let's pretend you've never been on the ship before. Go in the kitchen and get gelato.
No. I don't know what has gone on inside this ship. I'm not going in there.
You don't want to know.
Okay, there's a lot of kids in there. How long is this
all right,
portal
so
open?
Nashira, I'm going to need you to roll initiative because you have materialized on this battlefield.
3.
That checks out.
That sounds about
But
right.
I'm lucky, so I'm going to do it again.
Oh!
Ooh.
Nashira came to play.
Well, it's a 12. I'm really hungover.
12 respectable.
Fair.
They're terribly dexterous.
All right, so Nashira is showing up with a 12 on the initiative. Tony Danza, you showed up with a
18.
18. Amazing. All right, Lou, your best friend has
Just got hit by a taxi.
Got hit by a taxi.
Oh no.
Brad, I would argue that I'm in a moral quandary.
Yeah.
My best friend
Yeah.
has just been struck by
Yeah.
one of my great loves,
I know, right?
which is
A
the taxi.
The taxi.
May I
Yeah.
roll a wisdom save to see what I would do in this situation?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Doesn't that also end spell?
This is maybe a different wisdom.
That's a 17.
Why?
It's a 17, Brad.
17. Yeah. In this instance, I don't think you could possibly cause harm to the taxi.
You can't
No
do it.
matter what, right?
Can't do it.
That being said, there's another ship that you don't give a shit about. That is pinning your friend on the other side.
I can't have that. That sounds like shatter a clock to me.
That's when I get home.
Shatter it is.
Do it. What was the Constitution say?
It's
The
a
ship?
15 made at disadvantage because it's a ship.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a ripe old 2 again. So yeah, give me what damage you got for this ship.
That's 12 thunder damage.
Nice.
Okay. At this point, the stabilizers that were like allowing this ship to sort of like hover in place a little bit and look ominous and like otherworldly and stuff, they're done. You watch as like bursts of like fire like start spreading out the bottom of the ship and stuff, and it lurches like sideways and crashes into the sand and dirt, and it is now like firmly grounded, right? Your friend is no longer pinned because the ship moved away from the taxi.
I got you, buddy. Happy to help.
Yeah, that ship is essentially out of commission. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Perfect.
And the vampire's free again. So everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
Right? All right. Is that everything for you then?
I'm going to summon to my hands from Old Beautiful my tiny little satyr, shaky toy.
Yeah.
It is in fact my arcane cannon. It's my eldritch cannon as an artificer, and
Yeah.
it is a flamethrower.
Oh God, you guys should pay attention to this.
I am. It's horrifying.
I'm doing spreadsheets in my head right now. Okay,
Unfortunately, Nick Nack, you were the last person before the ship to have a go at my friend. So I'm gonna
Lou,
need
what
you.
the fuck?
I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw. I'm sorry.
Of all people, that's not bad though, because Nick Nack is weak.
Yeah, Nick Nack is dexterous.
Where's my saving throws?
And all those stachios give like that parkour energy.
Oh. I am shocked and appalled that my friend Lou is turning on me and I cannot move the natural one.
Wow, you shook Nick Nack's core.
You're gonna take 5 fire damage.
Okay.
Lou!
Fiction.
I'm playing the part. I don't.
All right, 5 fire damage
Ow!
to Nick Nack.
I don't like your satyr anymore.
On fire. That's fun. Is that everything then? Is that all you got?
This is for leaving nuts around my cabin.
Oh
They're just little.
no! Now we know how
I
you
clean
really
them up
feel.
mostly.
All right. Next up is Tony Danza.
Hi. So I'm gonna pop out the cab.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use bonus action. I'm in a rage. I'm furious.
That sounds about
Yeah.
right.
I am
Your
going
shirt is
to
already torn.
I'm going to manifest a natural weapon, form of beast claws.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack the vampire
Yeah.
the first time. It is a 17 to attack, to hit.
And the shield's gone.
He was gone.
Yeah, it hits.
That hits. Okay, so that is 1d6 plus 4 plus another 2 because I'm in a rage. That's 7 damage on that first one.
Okay.
Now, once per turn, I can use Form the Beast Claws twice on one attack.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that real quick.
Yeah.
That second one is a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. I'm going to do that. I'm going to attack again. That is 9 damage. And then I'm going to use my extra attack to attack again. Because I have extra attack. When I use the attack action, I'm going to do it twice, right? So that's 3.
I know how barbarian.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. And that's a nat 20 again. For 27 to hit. If I had more shirts, I'd rip them, baby. Which means that's 2d6 plus 4 plus an extra 2 is 13 damage on that third one.
Was that with double damage because it was a crit?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so 13 total?
Yes.
I hate you.
How is this vampire still alive?
Vampires are hefty, man. I don't know what to tell you.
They're
But he is not looking well. I will tell you this, like, his cape is shredded.
How are his shoes?
His shoes are immaculate, which is really unfortunate. They are a big source of concern in his life right now. But he is not looking good.
Tough
He's
roll
not
out
looking
there.
good at all.
Okay.
All right, is that everything for you?
I'm going to end my turn there, yeah.
Okay, great. So we're up to our twin 17s of Glorkin and Lysithian.
All right, let's do it.
No, sorry, you go ahead. No, I was going to say something, but go ahead.
No, say what you're gonna
No,
say.
you're good.
No,
Maybe you're.
No, you're fine.
Alright.
yeah, but what you doing?
I wasn't doing anything.
Oh.
I'm fine. Go, please.
This energy?
We spent more
What's wrong with
time
you,
trying-
Daddy?
That's not how someone who's fine would say
I
that.
am going to do Eldritch Claw Tattoo. Fire that thing up.
Yeah.
Tattoo.
Eldritch Claw tattoo is a tattoo that appears on your body, and on Blorpkin's body, since Blorpkin is gelatinous, it appears more like a Rorschach test that
It's hot.
moves and changes,
Is that what
and
my
then
dad
when
looked like?
Blorpkin decides what shape it should be, it congeals into that shape on wherever on Blorpkin's form Blorpkin decides it should be. So imagine the coolest tattoo you've ever had that you can control with your mind.
Amazing.
Also, it attacks things for you.
I also wouldn't be upset that Daddy knew what he was doing.
Alright.
All right. So I am all fired up with my arms of astral self, and I'm going to kick the shit out of that fucking piece of shit star fucker with it. I'm gonna say, don't fuck with stars. That is a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Alright, then I'm going to do it again because I get to do it twice.
Yep.
That is a 22 to hit.
Go ahead.
I think I'm good.
Thank you.
And?
And that is a 9. Oh, wait, hold on. 8 plus 6.
Yes.
9.
9 damage?
Yep.
Alright.
Done.
9 damage. This dude is a dragon.
I thought he was a spaceman.
He's a spaceman. But he's got like dragon ancestry.
Okay, Les, you better use that
Oh, it's
fucking
my turn?
inspiration.
It's your turn.
You better use
All
that
right.
fucking inspiration.
I'm gonna teleport to him
Great.
and beat his dick in.
Okay.
Medically speaking.
Alright, I definitely need that inspiration, cause...
Alright.
Alright, that was a 2.
Oh my god!
But that's okay, I get to go again. Alright, no, that was an 11.
11 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. That does not hit.
It's because there's a cab in the way.
It's tough.
It's like, there's only a little access to him at this point.
You did however move within range of him, right?
Yep.
And your blade is on,
Yep.
and it was on before you moved into range with him?
Yeah.
Yes!
Sticky plate. So how much damage is that?
Your presence is enough.
Yes!
How do you end this vampire?
Come on, guys! Alright, so I'm like, alright, I got this, I got this. I teleport, I go, crap. Alright, sorry, hold on. I go, shit!
Try it again!
I just throw it at the ground and he evaporates.
All that is left is a pair of ugly green shoes.
There's no place like home.
And a business card that says Penumbra, the dark before.
I'm gonna take the shoes.
I think you actually work then.
Correct.
Yeah.
Upon,
I pick him up, I go, this is for the inspiration.
Thank you.
upon the disintegration of the CEO, the Driders who have been knocked aside, first of all, Lou is back to his Lou self.
Thank you.
Lou has returned to
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
the Driders see your clumsy, like, comical attempts at striking and then somehow just mysteriously vaporizing their boss. Sends them into a fearful panic, and they run skittering off into the desert.
Yeah, and don't come back.
The two orc vampire women drop their crossbows and surrender to all of you, having no place to go.
Now, I have a question. How hungry are these ladies?
Define hungry for me.
You mean okay, they're coming with me.
And the children?
You introduce yourself to them, and they introduce themselves back to you. Their names are Ruby and Scarlet.
Oh my god. Ruby and Scarlet.
We've already recruited one person in this room.
No, I have a room for you, and I have a room for you. Come with us.
Amazing.
No.
Bring them with us.
They don't have a master anymore. I'm their master now.
They do have hoods to shield them a little bit from the sunlight and stuff. So the fact that like it is blazing sun out here and stuff like that, they're trying to like moisturize and keep themselves.
Oh, I got lotion in the cat.
Vaporizing and stuff like that.
I bet you do.
Of course I have.
Great.
Why won't go in?
She's good. She's good. With the destruction of their ship here, the disk in the sky has stopped moving and stopped attempting to cover the sun. However, it is still like partially covered, so at some point somebody should probably go move that. But the impending night is not coming as it was.
Now we can actually have a birthday party.
Yeah, birthday party.
Woo!
We have to move the disc.
Gelato party.
There are 250 children and a shitload of gelato waiting all in your ship.
On the Renaissance World Tour.
I would like to point out, since the planet is no longer being destroyed, we don't really need to take them anywhere.
No, that's why I said we just had a birthday
Really?
party.
Right.
But
They're happy to stay.
Anybody under the age of 20 get the fuck.
So the elders of the clan come together. They sing your praises. They're so thrilled that you were able to assist them in this way. They erect like tents and things like that. They bring out food and stuff like that, and they start to commence like celebrations in your honor.
Party time.
All of the children leave your ship and they come out to begin the party and things like that as well. There's delicious food on offer.
They don't get gelato though.
What the
do
hell
you
do you
do?
guys
It's for us! It's for us!
Yeah.
I got gelato for
I've
this
got
shit.
room for it.
Wow.
Do we still get paid?
With that thought, the head of the clan walks up to you and she does hand you a bag filled with coins.
Oh yeah, it's all those weird
Yeah.
She says, "Thank you so very much. Here's a coin for every child that you saved today. We are forever in your debt and your service. The Planar Taxi Company. You stay as long as you'd like."
Tony Danza has already left.
Just a haircut. Well, wait, do they use these coins as currency?
Absolutely.
I didn't think so. Good job, boys.
As a gesture of good faith to Nick Nack for my abhorrent behavior on the planet, I reach into my toolbox and I pull out one popsicle.
Popsicle!
Very sweet.
I get to use this
It's all yours.
on a ship.
You got it.
Yes.
She wants to get
Wow. I got to be in Europe today. That was real cool. Yay!
Congratulations, kid.
In addition,
This is why I love what we do.
in addition to the celebrations as they commence, you also have a new friend who happens to be a cleric of life ender.
Yeah, Ruby and
who
Scarlet.
seems to be really into tattoos now.
I know where we should take her.
Is it the Renaissance World Tour?
Is it The
To
Rock?
see Tom Waits.
Yeah, but you can't just.
You can't just see
You don't
Tom
have to
Waits.
make an appointment.
Um,
You gotta like wander.
So you party until, those of you who stayed, you party until there's no food and no gelato left. You make friends that might last for lifetimes, or that might only last until the next episode of Bonus scene.
What?
What's the bonus scene?
Well, weren't you prepping them? The little.
Oh
The
no.
Shiro scene?
Is that no?
Okay, never mind. Like I saw like things, and I was.
No.
There are
Do you
things.
want me to give you a folded up piece of paper?
I-
If you feel
yes.
Join us in December as we explore the true meaning of whatever holiday we wind up celebrating in space.
My outfit's gonna be so good.
Outfits going to be amazing. And I've solemnly vowed to you now that if you come to December's episode, we will feed you.
And you will also get to look at me.
You also get to look at it, but mostly we'll feed you.
Spread the word, you Fred.
Like literally, you don't.
Thank you all so much for coming out tonight and for being a part of
did it! You made it all the way through episode 2, Penumbra. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting us. We really appreciate it. Please, please, please take the time, if you're interested, to go to our website, check out our merch, check out future show dates. If you're in the Baltimore area, you can come and see us live. Tickets are available on our website, as is links to all of our social media accounts where you can follow us and check out all of our silly antics whenever you'd like to. Also, please support our vendors. Our vendors are amazing. Silk and Bone Studio was there, Bank Street Button Company was there, and Lorraine Emerald Art was there. Find all of them on their social medias. Support them, please, because they support us and help us to bring this wacky, crazy live D&D sitcom mashup straight to your eye holes every month. So thank you so much again. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see you again soon. You wanna go somewhere where your problems aren't there and all the creatures are hot as can be. Is it a fetish? No, it's a game. Let's go. It's time to play some D&D. I'm gonna take a ride on the astral sea. Yeah. Cause in my life back home I'm sad and alone, but there's a horny goblin looking at me, so I'm gonna take that ride on the astral sea. Yeah. Everybody loves to play some D&D. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! This is the bridge where something's different. It's usually in a higher key, and we'll scatter a few lines in this silly way till we go back where we're meant to be. Zabadi bada bop buddy bop bop skibby doo bada be dum bow. Zibby dap dap dabba doo dap bop bop zabba zim bam bado doo dow. Let's all take that ride on the astral sea. Yeah. Cause you roll those dice just once or twice, it's gonna be a sight to see. We're gonna take a ride on the astral sea. Yeah. Tell your friends it's time to play D&D. Hey now, don't you wanna go for a ride on the astral sea? Cause everyone I know's a freak and they're all coming along with me. We're gonna take a ride on the astral sea. Yeah. Come on baby, it's time to play D&D.